everybody? It's Saturday. We got we're usually now more Fridays now, but now we're just doing a Saturday show because people are busy on Fridays and sometimes we're busy on Saturdays, so we do it Friday. So we're kind of just a Friday or Saturday show right now. But I want to thank everybody that joined us in the chat and obviously on the panel. We got special guest Roger right here, the ugliest dude I ever met in Houston area right there. Thanks for joining. Whoa! Don't make the face. I'm just saying, man. Right. Saying thanks for joining, man.
Yeah, hi. Appreciate it. Thank you for reaching
out.
Best
intro ever.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't know where we go from here from that. Like that was just, it was too good of a terrible intro. Like I think I'm just gonna let it stand. But yeah, thank you and glad to join.
Yeah, and then we have another special guest in your vision who had a amazing unboxing on godlike statues. What was it, Thursday? So glad to have him on. We're gonna obviously talk about that piece a little bit, talk about other pieces as well. You guys know the shenanigans, blah blah blah. But we're probably talking about that piece for probably an hour, it looks like, because there's so much to unpack. But thanks for joining, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, though. So should be a good time.
And then we have FBJ with New York Knicks 2-0. Fuck the Spurs. Fuck the Spurs. As a Houston boy, I got to go against Spurs. It has to happen. So, but thank you, Freddie.
Jimmy would love that statement.
And thank you for your team dominating the Alien and everybody in San Antonio.
Happy to be here tonight, man, to hang out. And, as far as the Knicks and the Spurs, man, it's been competitive. Work's not done yet. So, we're getting a good show, man. So I'm loving both teams and
you
what they're
got
doing.
Tickets for MSG? Do you have tickets to go to MSG?
Yeah, the getting price is $9,000.
Yeah.
If I did want to go, I should have bought tickets like months ago. But I mean, I knew we were gonna get this far. I was one of those real Knicks fans. I believed from day one. I never doubted at all. Even if I was delusional, I never doubted. So if I was going to go, I would have bought my tickets for the finals. So, I mean, if people are now trying to buy and trying to get in, that's on them. So, it is what it is.
But we all knew, this year, Freddie, real quick, is that, they had the East was so wide open with Boston not being 100%. The Cavs are obviously frauds because they have James Harden.
Yeah.
So we knew that it was wide open. You guys were the healthiest team going into the
playoffs. Well, just making it to the finals, right? Not talking about the competition we're facing, regardless of who it was. How it has been from what happened last year with us, and where we were. I just assumed that we're gonna take it one step up and we're gonna get into the finals. Based off if you see the record of when Brunson and Towns and how we kept on moving up and up and up, and even last year, how we were. I just knew with this team we were going to get into the finals, regardless of if we had to scratch or claw. That's why I said I believe we're going to get into the finals, regardless. No, so
I thought they had the best chance out of the East, even with the injury. What I'm saying, you had a
good this year? Oh yeah, for sure.
If already no injuries, blah blah blah, So.
Well, and I would like to say though, that I am glad it's not the Thunder, right? Yeah. I'm not going to get to the whole why. But I'm grateful that it is the Spurs and the Knicks because this matchup, it's been awesome, man. Just what we're seeing, and the rising star. Just as a basketball fan, right?
Yeah.
Forget just if I'm a Spurs fan or a Knicks fan. Even if I wasn't, just as a basketball fan, if you love ball, just watching what has been transpired. You know what I'm saying? It's been amazing. The Western too, with the SGA and Wemby, that matchup was great. This, as far as finals go, this has been incredible. And I'm loving it, man. So
yeah, I couldn't agree more. And I think you are probably one of the more graceful fans that I've seen from the Knicks.
I love them. I love them though, man. Yeah. They're horrible people. But but what would have been better, real quick, is a Lakers versus New York Knicks finals. You all know that would have broke the box office. Obviously, if Luka was healthy.
Money-wise, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but also we have one more person. He's always here, the dedicated Mr. Lane legend. Even though I'm not seeing his beautiful face, same as Freddie, I'm glad you're here, man.
Well, all I can say first off is that unfortunately we're enjoying another LeBron-less finals. No matter who's in it. So that's always a positive for everything and everybody's sanity. Number two, I would probably say, as we were talking backstage before coming on, maybe Prime One needs to have Danhausen uncurse them for seeming to, be unable to get product on time and make unforced errors in dealing with the public.
They need the LeBron James PR team. That's what you're saying, huh? LeBron James.
Oh,
PR
yeah. The LeBron PR team for not having stuff come back at them. I mean,
exactly.
They maybe even better. They could aim for the LA Clippers.
Well, that's
PR and PR stuff.
Maybe also like Draymond's PR team too, that's been trying to rehab his image for the last couple of years.
There's nothing you can do with that PR team. They're in a shitstorm. They don't know what to do.
I hate whenever he shows up.
That is the Johnny M. Johnny, if you know who I'm talking about, Johnny M. PR and team management.
Oh yeah. It's bad. We're gonna talk about it later for sure. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
And then, for everybody in the chat, Ledge, obviously, great for joining. I will buy It Man number one. Cannavaro, Vision's obviously in the chat. Ledge, Merc Mutant, what's up? Ram Truth, thanks for joining. And then that's about it right now. But we're having more people. Oh shit, we have 16 people watching for some reason. What the hell is going on? Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Watch it all go down.
That's the Roger and Vision effect.
Roger and Vision. No, that is true. No, that's a dark side effect. People just want to see this damn piece. What's a good segue? So Vision, tell us about it and show us about it. Just go ahead, man. You get the floor. So we love this piece, so we want to hear more about it. So let's
go. I'll share a video right quick.
Shoot, yeah.
My thing, or I can show it live if you guys want me to walk.
Yeah, you can do the share screen, right?
Yeah.
Lane never wants to help me out on that. He's like, "Hey, show this thing." I'm like, "All right." And then at the stage, boom.
See, this is copyright stuff. Man, this is amazing.
Awesome, dude.
I don't even know what more do you guys want to know though, because most people always ask me like, how does it compare up to Maestro? That's why I unbox it next to Maestro, because let people see the comparison. Because like I built the actual display for Darkside, but it has yet hit that display. So I don't know how 100% looks yet, but I built a new display for my son's room, and when my son my son seen it like later that night though, and he walked in and said, "Yes, this is one of my my gaming room, Daddy." I said, "No, this is my room." But then he made a comment and said, like, "You know what? Then you got to give me Batman on bike." Like so he wanted XM Studios Dark Knight. I said that's not going to happen either though. But I was curious how it would look in the other room though. So what I did was I put it in the other room with the hold on, let me share another video real quick with the Dark Side on Throne though. So I bought Dark Side versus XM Studios Dark Side versus Justice League just because of the vision. So when I seen this piece, I seen it as like I wanted the pondering look, like he's pondering my last battle. That's how I visioned it when I was driving. I seen it on collector's table. Shout out to them. So let me put it real quick.
And Bats in the Belfry, thanks for joining. Obviously, Alex, Battle Cat, and Mr. Popo, a legend himself, joining. Thanks for joining, guys. Go ahead, Freddie.
Let me see if I thought I sent it to my phone. But...
And not to interrupt, but the fact that you have this many options for display, like you can actually tell yourself, you know what, I want this version. I wanted to pick this version or this one.
Yep.
That just speaks in volumes to the level of variety that the commissioners have given you, and that's pretty awesome.
It's cool that so like the commissioners though, like so certain things that I thought like say Epic J wanted that green lighting, like the green like I thought it was like I'm like, nah, it's not my style. Would never use that. When I seen it in person, I'm like, oh damn, this is look good.
Don't
like,
get Freddie that hype. It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah, no. It actually does look good. So it's like.
But I love that again. I love companies, you know, that let the people who are buying or partaking into the project have their opinions, you know, and you know, obviously some sort of a consensus or what have you, or you know, especially if stuff is like, oh, it doesn't hurt, just throw it in there or what have you. But you know, I'm glad they took everybody's opinions and thoughts and the mock-ups and you know. What about this? What about the color, the shape, the size, the sculpt, so on and so forth? And, you know, I do appreciate them accommodating a lot of this. I know some stuff they couldn't do, but for things that they could do, man, I appreciate all this, and even the extra stuff that we didn't even ask for. Like, hey, let's just throw in an extra head skull. Let's just throw in an orb, another arm of the orb. You know.
So that orb, right? Okay, so I'll be real with you though. Like, I'm not a comic person, so I don't keep up with the comics. So like, he could have a purple outfit on. I would know what the movie is. Like, okay, that's what he wears, right? So I'm like, when I buy my things, I buy it off of what I see, what I visually like. I'm like, wow, I could vision that in my setup. Then that's how I buy. Because I didn't grow up with it, like that. But when I seen that orb, I was like this, But in person, I was like backstage with Battle Cat. I was like, dude, I like this more than the hands, maybe. But like, my vision was the hands, but like the orb I would use as well. So that swap out, that extra swap out though, and it was free. They just threw it in.
Yep.
It wasn't even like you're paying for that in an extra head or whatever.
Nope.
I was like, I got 6 heads. Pause. And I was like, man, that's crazy.
No diddy.
Good call.
Yeah. But all right, so the reason why I bought the bronze, because it's like, to me though, if I about the color's more comic-ish, right? And when I looked at that Dark Side, I was like, this looks more movie-ish for for me. Again, I don't know about the comic, how Dark Side really is with the comics besides the cartoon, I guess. But so I wanted him like with the vision. So I put this in my son's gaming room, but this is not his home. His home is right next to me on my left. But like, you guys can see like somewhat of what I visualize of it and stuff like that.
Oh, nice! Look at that.
So like how he how he's pondering in my mind of his last battle with the Justice League.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when I built my display next to me, I built it like 6 months ago, and I know they were about to ship this out like I think like 4 months ago they were going to ship it out though, right? The commissioner said, you know what? I want to do X, Y, and Z with the paint job, right? Now, when I seen it though, I seen the pictures of the pictures and videos of the production. And what got me the most was like I seen a lot of it done. My first thought was like, damn, you really gonna make these people repaint that? Like, are you sure? Like, that to me, like, oh wow, and they gonna just do it? So he's like, yeah, well, he has his own little vision, stuff like that. So in my mind, some people might get mad at that, but I thought that I prefer having it in my collection as it meant to be shown. You know what I'm saying? So when I bought it, my girl seen it, she looked at it, she like, she's more worried about the big ass boxes that was in the yard in her driveway, right? The next day she came in here and she had natural light on it. She said, what's that character the set you just bought? What's that called? I said, Dark Side. She's like, that blue looks nice. It's metallic. Yeah. I like it with the red. But that's it. But she said that's it. Like she like sell it. Like, but she said that way all my pieces sell it. She doesn't care about none of this stuff. But she was very hyped about it too. Like of how it looks though, like how it caught her eye.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, so
no, dude. I think what I always say about light up features is that with the piece, like the piece has to look as good as it lit up, and this piece 100% like carries that. Yeah. Like, you know, like the piece I'm thinking about is that 1/3 Queen Studios Iron Man when he's kind of floating from the mark, I think 8 or 7. I think it looks great lit up, but without it lit up, the base looks fucking horrible. I'm like, what the hell? Like, you know, so I love when pieces because I have a bunch, you guys know I have a bunch of anime statues, so a bunch of light up features, and I get so upset when a piece has a light up feature that looks amazing, and then when it's not lit up, I'm like, this looks
yeah. Because I did hear it said that it's going to look like lasagna and stuff like that. So like I was thinking to myself like, But then when I got it in person, like this one look like lasagna. It looks good lit up. Now the lighted feature will shock you though. I didn't learn that more till like after the show. That how many settings you have is crazy. I didn't know you could dim it or you could make it as bright as you want. You can have it like whatever way you want. If you want the how the lights move, you have it slower, faster. You have it like I think like even like I say 4 or 5 colors, different color variations, even orange, I guess, like something like an orange yellow. I was like, oh wow, this is crazy. And just because of the back is your main focus, because when you see the light up moving, if you look at his jawline, right, you see it lit up, that moves too. That actually lights up too. So if you put green, that goes green, and that's what good teaching in detail.
Well, let's just take a moment here and ask ourselves: do any of us have a statue that has that many options for a light up feature? Let's not even get into the heads. Let's not even get into all the variant ways you can display it. Do any of us have a statue that has that much variety in light up?
No. The only thing I could say is I have one. Like, it's like a very specific like light up. It's the only thing I've seen where it's like the light up part. It's completely disconnected from the base and it lights up by like with the push of a button. but nothing with the variety like you're saying at all. I've had the most light up features in this out of all of us. Not trying to like brag. I'm just anime. Obviously, that's how it is, and I don't have this many options with it.
Yeah.
It's a kind of thing.
Yeah, I've never seen one that has that many the mobility and movement of the light up feature, color feature, and then dimming as well too. Like that's nuts. That's a level of like, I don't know, generosity.
So this is me, right? So like, all right, like so like I build like my display, like I am going to show actual video of my display right now because like I want to show the lighting features as well though. So I'm going there just like log in somewhere else. So the changing of colors, I never had that, and I've been in the game only 3 years old, so I don't have that many statues, like maybe 43, I guess, or whatnot. But I don't have that many statues to say that. What I like the most is how the seat, the chair, right? That is your power source. When I unboxed it, I was looking for the power source on the main base, like the bottom base, right? I was like, well, that's kind of dumb. But then when I put the chair on, I said, damn, that's kind of genius. For the simple fact that is you don't have to have that base. And you can still have his chair lit up. So that's the main source. Yeah. Now, of course, if you don't have the base and you want the two side mother boxes displays, there it's not going to light up though. So you already know that though. But you have the option that it can still stand there if you want to. You know what I'm saying though? So the key in is more like you got to it's like a male to female besides a female to male. And I like that one touch button. That to me though, when you can plug something in and everything works together, besides the mother box though, you do have to press a button though. But other than that though, it's like one touch goal. So right now I have that like connected to a smart switch. So I go in there and prompt it, it just turns on. And I love how that is.
Yeah.
You know,
that is pretty great. That's again, that's a level of thoughtfulness also. And then think about how much QA, how much planning has to go into something like that. Like I can't think of any major studio that's gone through that much level of planning or that much thoughtfulness when it comes to how the collector is going to display it. That's pretty smart.
Only thing we would have to wait on with time is obviously how long the light up feature lasts. You never know. Hopefully it lasts forever as long as you're obviously no one's like lighting up their piece like 24/7. So like we'll see.
I am though. It's not even 24/7, but when I walk in the room, it's gonna be a prompt. Like
to be fair, let me ask this question then. How many of y'all, like I have a few characters. I have like maybe 6 or 7 that do have light up features. And I'll knock on wood here. I've only had one feature go out. Has it happened often to you, or do you have like
I only show like when people want to see it, or when people come in to see, like that's when I turn it up. That's about it. So it's not like
you're prompting, like if there's a plugin, I'll prompt it. One thing I want to point out, right? So like I was like again though, Battle Cat, I was having a conversation with him, and live I didn't notice it. And when I build things, you want everything level, right? I'm talking about to the T. Those fingers are magnetic. If you're off a centimeter, of course the fingers will all line up, but the shoulder will not line up. So I kept looking at that. I was like, damn, there's no gap. So they had to be when I tell you precise, they had to be precise. Like there's no room for error with that though, because when you put the fingers together, right? Your fingers go, it connects though. Yep. But if it's crooked, you'll see like like right by the shoulder blade where the armor is at, you'll see a gap there. And I was like, damn, that's cool though. They had to be really precise with that though, because if you make one mistake or like just like I said, a centimeter, it's going to shift, and one shoulder will be out and one shoulder will be in. It'd be hard to get them all together because that magnet is strong enough to be the fingers are always connected. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for the light up feature, those same shoulders, they have is a connection. So like again, it has to be precise. Because it wouldn't light up. If it's not, it'd be like unplugged.
How strong are the magnets?
For the fingers, are very strong.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Cool. Freddie and Lane, what do you guys think about this piece so far?
Go ahead, Lane.
Oh, well, this piece, I was really impressed when I was watching it get put together. I think I like this better than the Prime 1 Dark Side on Throne. While it has maybe a slightly more switch out stuff, I just think this version of Dark Side is better. Like the sculpt, the legs, and everything, I like a lot better.
Legs, huh?
I like the pose a little bit better as well. It looks a little bit more natural. The light up features, I think for the throne are amazing. I don't the eye light ups. I didn't actually love on this one. I actually like it that better because they, I think, show a little bit better, like on the Prime 1 on Throne, at least from video I had watched of it. It's a little bit brighter.
Oh, man, I'm going to show you one minute. Watch this.
But even with that, I still think they were good. I thought they were a little bit more subtle, which I didn't think was a bad thing necessarily either, because since the entire throne lights up.
Right.
That where I think it fits maybe the aesthetic of it. But that was my one thing with the light up, is that on that other specific statue, I like it better, like with the Omega Beam stuff and everything.
Go ahead, sorry.
But other than that, I think this is a marvel of engineering how they got it all to work, especially as a custom piece. I love the paints on all his armor bits and stuff, the blues and stuff they use. I think look fantastic. Just like, this is a great piece. I like this for the price. I think it was like $2,000 something, or
no, it
maybe
was
not even that much.
Shipping, yes, but like it was, I think, $1,300 retail.
Yeah, it was super cheap for what you were getting with it, basically.
Yeah, and
the value
was like
value
400, 800. Yeah,
well, because it was 4 huge boxes.
Yeah,
like that's the only big drawback to it.
For sure. But hey, look, Lane, cheaper than like a basic 1/4 fucking statue from Prime 1, for crying out loud.
Well, I was about to say that, actually.
I was going to follow up
this year.
I was going to follow up because I was when asked previously, like, critiquing it wise, any negatives or anything like you would want to, whatever input I could have possibly have had, which is minimal. None of it matters, and all of it goes away the second you bring up the price point.
Yeah.
The price point on this piece is a value that I don't think you're going to find in any of the major studios for what you're getting.
Yep.
Even most condoms, you probably won't get that. A lot of customs, you won't get that.
My bad. Even with that custom, I'm looking at. I love this piece, but my man bat, the custom man bat, was I think $12.99 or $13.99. So basically the same price with like it's one of those. It's like nothing. There's no switch outs. Cool light up, another great light up. It's fine. But I love the piece, but not even close to this piece for the same price. So
if you think about it, just other recent stuff that is coming out quarter scale, where it's not in the same ballpark for this, that Venomized Hulk from Sideshow's $950, almost $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this one is only a couple hundred more, and this one's bigger. It got switch outs and stuff to it. So just to kind of put it in context, even what is not considered, quote, and I'm putting in quotes here, the elite statue makers, even.
The Jubilee statue's $1,000. Like,
I know, like that is just like what. I mean, like what? That's a whole different debate, kind of.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
what's just a skateboard?
Well, the God of Apocalypse versus a skateboard. What am I thinking?
I know.
But I really like just. I mean, everything about it. This is going to be one of the best dark side statues that is just in. At least for people, obviously, for something like this, you have to be much, much deeper into the statue collecting community, because most times you're not going to even know it exists for a lot of people. But within the more, even you can say, obsessed community for collecting statues, this piece is going to be one of the best.
Who's obsessed?
Yeah, no. Well, I just mean for being willing to spend $1,000
obvious, like,
for a cheap. To know about its existence, even
I think, let's be honest, like most of us, in order to get into, I think, this hobby, are a little obsessive, right? About our stuff.
Obsessive, compulsive about stuff. I wish I was just I would save a lot of money. I wish I was obsessive, compulsive, like my dad is about stuff being clean, because then my house would be just clean all the time, and I wouldn't.
What fun is that?
Hey, you can spend hours cleaning, man. That keeps help your day go away, so you're not sitting thinking about other stuff that you could be. I mean, you got the art thing and stuff, so that's going to keep you kind of sucked into that. But this is a fabulous piece. The light up feature, actually, for all as cool as Darkseid is, I think the light up feature for the throne is my favorite thing. I remember seeing that lit up before Darkseid was even assembled on it. and I was like, holy moly! Literally,
Yeah.
the only piece I was comparing to that I could think of is being a part of for the light up feature, which might be brighter than that. Was I was thinking of the Grunbeld versus Berserk Armored Guts that is Apostle 4 that is coming from Prime 1, because literally all of Grunbeld lights up, like his entire back literally turns into a big light. So so there's more of him, but like he was literally the only thing I could think of compared lighting wise. But this is about as perfect, I think, of lighting that I've seen for setting the scene and everything. And now the only concern I have, like is mentioned, is over time, is if stuff burns out on it. But that's a concern I have with any piece that has any light up built into it. But this is easily for me like a 9.9 out of 10 statue. Like you don't have to know. You don't have to know. You don't. And he Marcos knows sometimes I've lowered the hammer
100%.
on statues and stuff.
Sure.
More than almost anybody here. I'm usually most of the time pretty blunt. What I think is I'm not worried about what other statue companies think about what I think, because I'm just a regular collector guy. What I think doesn't matter that much. But I love the switch outs. I love the finger thing. Like if I could say, hey, you need to buy a dark side, leaving out the sides and stuff. Oh yeah. It's like if you need if you just like big, muscly, beefy statue,
whoa.
That's this dark side. Like that's this dark side.
Whoa.
At least.
But this one is on par with any. Now I want to be careful how I put this, because I'm not sure I put this on quite the same level as some of the Predators and stuff from Prime 1. I think those are like maybe the greatest statues made in the world.
Vision's trying
like those statues are just on a almost entirely different level. But for comic, thank you, Vision, also for showing on camera there.
And
seriously,
no problems.
But this, for I would say for comic based, I'll keep it to that realm. This is. I don't see this one. I don't see how this could not be at the end of the year, unless you just really don't like Darkseid. Maybe you don't care for the character at all. How this statue cannot be
like the commissioner in them.
Yeah. Well, how this statue could not be in your top 3 just comic based character statues for the year by the end. I don't see something that could possibly beat it, just at the whole enchilada together and stuff. And I love it. What is that a mother box he's holding, Vision?
No, it's the eternal equation.
Yeah.
He's got the anti-life equation. Okay.
So I'm on my cell phone, right? So when you see it like on this camera is not what you see really in person. Because I'm looking right here on the camera, like how this looks orange. When I tell you it's red, like very, very deep red. Like maybe if I get closer, maybe you'll see. I don't know.
Okay. It does look orange, though. 100% looks orange.
So again though, like on this camera it looks orange, but in person I'm talking about when I say deep red, it's like something like how my display is, like very deep dark red. All this is dark red. Like on camera I see dots. In person you see I'm talking about nothing at all. It's like non-existent. But when more collectors get it, you are probably understand though, or else I need to update my damn phone or figure out how to I don't know. But yeah. So let's say like okay, you can see the green, right? In person, it's milky still, and then you see the orange, you see the what's because you see like a little like how that's more of the paint and stuff like that, But like it's a little different in person, like I said though, when it's what's the name. But here's a eyes light up though. When I think is dope to me is how it's still lit up, and then when it turns green, the chest emblem turns green as well.
That's dope.
That's really sick.
So how they thought about like usually though, like, so when I use my Govi device and stuff like that, it all have to be connected, or of course I run a wire. There's no wire. So how does that knows what to do to that? That's why that's my mind boggled. Like, damn, how do they understand that though? Because when you do when the thing turns around with the lights moving up, this moves too, like, and then with the head it moves like that, and it all syncs. Watch, I'll show you guys.
Also, Melvin,
Nice.
another Houston collector. Roger, thanks for joining, bro. Haven't seen you in a while.
Hey.
Man. You
What
talk
up, man?
How's it going?
What's up, Mel?
Okay, you see how it's like moving around in person? The dots, you don't see nothing. It's milky, like very,
Crazy.
very, very, very clean. Like I'm talking about you see no dots, not a dot, not one dot. But on camera, like it just translates different though.
Mhm.
But here though, like how this is moving up, right? This is moving the same way, like
That's
coming
dope.
around. And to me, that's crazy. Like, and then I think,
You're right.
oh, I don't have the other head scope. So with like, let's see, with this head scope, it changed as well. It just follows it. It synced somehow. I don't know how it's done, but I thought that was like, damn, that's kind of cool. Like, how do you do that? You know, so
Because
the
of the
whole
internet.
base the whole base does
Magic.
it. The whole base does it though. You know, so it's like
Yeah.
it's
No, it's
really good.
dope, man.
I didn't think I would like this, so I thought I'd hate this. I was like, I would never use that. But now I was like, man,
Well, that's
this
one
is
I want to
cool.
use. That one and the hands together are the ones I was going to use.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I think any pose
The
you
mother
do,
box one though, it's cool, but yeah, I feel like I just put them down here.
exactly.
I utilize it.
That's how
I just said, you know what, I just put them down there,
Exactly.
and I lit this one up though. So this is how it looks lit up.
Okay.
Yeah,
they
I think
have
that's the way I would set mine up. I really like the idea of breaking symmetry. So, like I said, I like the idea of having the hand up plus the light up feature. And I'm still, it's a toss up for me between this head and probably one of the other Kirby heads, I think, that's looking forward.
So the reason why I picked this one, because so like how Maestro, he lit at that gauntlet, he's looking at that. The other heads are looking straight. So
Right.
it's more menacing though. So to me,
This
though,
is
like,
like
if he's
full
looking at
yeah.
that, I didn't even know what this is. What's the point of this? Like what does it mean? Like 'cause I see like a
So
little
Lane can explain it, or Freddie can
I don't
explain
know,
it
like,
more.
demons or not.
It's his whole mission of like being alive, basically.
The anti-life equation is because basically it removes all free will. Basically,
All right, so what are these little? Are these demons? Are these demons like coming out of it,
No.
or like what is this?
No,
like,
that's
faces?
it. That's part of the coding and stuff. Is just, I mean, most of the time we
Okay.
never have actually seen really what the anti-life equation actually. That's based, I think, off in the last episode of Justice League Unlimited.
100%.
Luther like opened his hand and supposedly had a weird thingamabob that was supposed to be the anti-life equation that blows him and Darkseid up. But
Okay.
but it's something sort of that's, I think, a little bit creator license to kind of give something for what the anti-life equation is supposed to be. But I've seen it as like a swirling ball thing that looks like some kind of computations in some unknown language or something going around or something. But that's why I was asking exactly at first, because I wasn't 100% sure with that. Do they not have a mother box just or something to put in his hand? So that's
They do, yeah.
They do.
No, yeah, you can have that though. It's a swap out and stuff like that. I don't.
Okay.
I think I left the other hand in the other room, but But
Yeah.
to me though, it looks good with the mother box, right? But I always say to myself, I say, so when I did it this morning, to me though, I know they have more than one mother box, but there's no point though. There's like you have that, and then you can put these two here. So I would say just put this, or put the hands together though, so you can have a different version of it though, But this version does look dope, in my opinion. Like this one right here looks like, oh wow.
Like with the light up and everything, it looks great.
It can be not lit up. Like I'll take it just like that though, because like
Can you put the light
only
up
because because in my mind though, it's like, well, I don't know what this means. Like I said though, because I don't read the comics, so in my mind, he's looking at this. He's looking at the last battle again. So like that's how I convince myself. Like I'm like, so maybe it could be that. But
Vision, real
like
quick, can
Lane,
you turn the light up feature off to see how it looks without it?
yeah.
That'd be dope.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, this is a piece that the light up feature is just the bonus. Like that's the icing on the cake.
Yeah, it looks lit up right there. Like the little anti-life equation looks lit up.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like this, and that crushes 90% of the statues.
Yeah.
Would look. I mean, the problem for the makers and stuff is like now it's like, hey, this is your first one. Now you got to top it. Good luck.
No, so I feel like they've dealt with that because they come out with a couple like POs and it hasn't got the hype like this one has. And like I keep telling the commissioners, like, you guys put yourself in a fucking bad little spot Like,
Yeah,
what
you
do
went
you
too. You
mean?
went too hard. Yeah.
I'm like,
I told my
what
girl
do you
that
mean?
too.
What do you mean? I'm like, well,
It's more
because
so.
first off, people aren't buying right now. Second, and then now everybody's expecting you to like top this or like at least get as good as this with every other character. So, and they're not understanding.
And
gonna
you
be
picked
hard.
a big name character too.
Yeah,
For
like,
being
it's
elaborate and stuff.
like they're getting a little bit upset with me about that, but I'm like, hey man, it's just the truth. Like it just is what people feel. So it's like, don't get mad at me. You know, I'm just telling what because
Don't
I'm
hate the
always
player,
right.
hate the game.
I'm always right. You know, so
Oh,
What
Jesus
Marco's
Christ.
doing some don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah,
Even
that's
though
exactly
you guys
that's
made
exactly
the
the
game
same.
and now you're having to top it.
and then
Yeah.
Melvin still Vision, don't you like it, Vision? I'm pretty sure I know the answer to that,
They're like what?
but the statue.
statue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So again though, like I'm a person that would tell the truth. Like I would never, I won't lie. If you ask me a question, I would tell you 100% the truth, right? So that's the reason why I did the unboxing by Maestro. And when I did it on Jimmy, shout out to Jimmy Godlike, right? I was like, hey, if I don't like it, I'm going to tell the truth though. So like, don't not put me on. They mean like I'm going to tell you. So when I seen it, I was like, damn, okay. So the base first, I was like, okay. So this is more like an XM type of vibe, right? It had weight and stuff like that. I was like, damn, it's very detailed. Like if you look at it, I tell you, it's detailed. Like it's like hold on, like if you look at like the crevices
Like the
and different
cracks and all
blues
that
and
stuff.
grays and silvers and stuff like that, is very very detailed. I'm not a painter, but I wouldn't want to paint this. You know, I can't turn around to the back though because like the display is not as big as my main display is. But when I saw that, I was like, damn, dude. I even told my girl this morning, they gotta beat this. Now, the only thing they could do to beat this is a Batman. For me, like, cause I'm a
We need to chill with the. I love Batman, but we need to chill with the bats.
no, but I love
Man,
that. Like my Batman display, I got like 15 of them. I need more.
Let bats sleep for a little bit. God damn.
Man, you know what? I would actually like to see him after seeing how this Dark Side came out. These guys take a shot at doing a King Batman who laughs actually sitting on the throne. I think would be cool.
Hey, but
That
Freddie,
specific look and
real
stuff.
quickly, we meant to get the you and Freddie's opinion. So, Freddie, what do you think, man? I know you haven't talked in a while since Vision was
It's all
gone.
good. It's all good. Well, one shout out to Vision, man. I appreciate him doing the unboxings and showing us around the community, and sharing. Because I know some people when they get their statues, they don't want to unbox, they don't want to take pics and show nobody nothing. It's just get it, put it in a display. Not that they're obligated to, right? Because you're not obligated to share or do anything. You just put it in your crib, enjoy it for yourself. So that's why I appreciate people who do take the pics, who do take the videos, who want to share with the community so that we can make an informed decision to enable us or not, so we can see, hey man, I regret not getting it, or I'm glad I got it, or this is amazing, or what have you. So I do appreciate that, especially me. I'm getting it. I don't have it in hand. So the fact that Vision is showing us all these videos and clips and pictures, man, I, as a collector, appreciate him like doing all of this, even showing the lights and all this other stuff, man. I think it's cool. So, and even right now, I'm just like, I was like geeking out, and I was just watching the video and stuff, and Vision explaining. So I was happy. I'm just happy just looking at it. So with that said, I really do love this statue. This statue. Oh,
No, I got you for that.
oh, like I'm looking at it. Yeah. Okay.
The picture,
So-
I think that Vision took the best of too. So
Yeah. So yeah, I can't speak enough about this. As as Lane said, just comparing it, comps, to the Prime 1 statue on throne. And whoever got that one, the Prime 1 Dark Side on Throne is great. I like it.
don't take it's okay.
It's great for what it is.
When you look at
It's
this, like, you're like, okay, like
it's great for what it is.
it's like
It's a good piece. Look,
It's
if this statue was not made and that one was the only one that was made, as somebody who likes realism, and not straight up comic, I would entertain getting that, because
the paint's flat.
there is no other Dark Side on Throne,
True.
that looks like the Prime 1 piece, so I would have probably eventually have gotten that one. But this exists. So,
This
and
now,
because this exists, it's to me, it's the ultimate dark side piece. You know, as comparing it to why I say this is the ultimate, right? Comparing it to Prime 1 as comps, right? Because it's the only one you can actually compare that statue to, right? That Prime 1 has about five head sculpts, right? But those 5 head sculpts are the same dark side, just with different face, like smirks, smile, grin, happy, sad. You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Which is good, right? It's good because again, I love swap outs. But why I said this is the ultimate dark side, because you're not just getting one sculpt, right? As far and like different things, as far as this is the same dark side head sculpt. It's just smiling, happy, sad. No, you're getting the movie portrait from Snyder. You're getting New 52 portrait, right? I'm going by memory, so if I miss anything or I'm wrong, forgive me. You do get Kirby stoic, Kirby grinning, and you also get, I think, a Kirby grinning to another angle, right?
This angle. Yeah, this angle.
Yeah, that's the one, right? And so, and I'm missing 2. You get an angry scope. I don't remember like which comic one that is, but they're giving us different iterations from comic, right? And not on top of that, with the different sculpts, right? You get different things. On top of that is different comic versions or movie versions, right? Because then you have one with the eyes glowing, right? And then you have another one with the eyes glowing, but I think it has more, I guess, power stuff like around the eyes. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
The fire, like a fire, like look.
Right. You get like a more of a fiery look, right, instead of a
Beam
subtle
has-
look.
Yeah, Omega Beam.
Yeah, and then you get one which Vision brought up, which I didn't remember until he brought it up when he showed when he did his unboxing, which is you get one with the head sculpt that lights up with the helmet. So in the helmet, that head sculpt lights up as well.
Crazy.
So
Yeah.
yeah, see, that's insane. I didn't realize that until he brought it up. It's like, oh no, this one lights up with and I was like, wow.
I kind of
So
wish I had more of these, like lifting to the level to light up though, but like, because I like how this lit up though. Like, oh man, that looks cool.
Oh,
'Cause the
also,
light up is not bright.
we're
Mhm.
forgetting Vision has it set up, but there is like a head like sculpt stand too with like 4 little pillars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll show that in a minute though. I'll go back to another room though. Yeah, I can't
Yes.
fit it here though. I wish well, this is not gonna be here anyway though.
Yeah, you can't do it.
This, yeah, this
So,
is temporary though.
So I'm trying my best to be the information guy because like again I know people don't have it yet, so I'm trying my best off of memory to just inform what I remember or know based off of the statue, right? So so with that, like I said, just comping it to the Prime, right? Which is again why this is the ultimate dark side. You get all those iterations, different comics, movies. On top of that, with the sculpts individually, they have different things. So as a person now who probably likes to, I'll just take one of these head sculpts. This one's smiling, I'm good, right? This one's going, I'm good. This makes it harder for me because not also is there different versions of comics. Each one has different things with it at the head sculpts, and which is what I like about that too. So it brings a different flavor with the head sculpts, making me feel like it's a completely different statue just by adding a head sculpt. Okay.
I'm surprised you haven't talked about it yet, but
That one, that's what I was talking about. I love that one.
Yeah.
Because of the eyes, but the eyes is in the other room.
Yeah.
Thing.
But Freddie, you always bring this up with throne characters. You say I'm surprised you haven't talked about it. They have to deserve the throne, and this character obviously deserves a throne. Obviously, you don't want that trash
100%.
dude that
Yeah.
like you don't want Tim Drake on throne. I love him,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, but you can't have Tim Drake on throne.
But 100%.
Yeah, only so many only certain characters will
Yes,
can pull
Soup,
off the throne.
Bad, Dark
that-
Side, those type of characters. Doom,
100% right. Me and Marcos always discuss that, man. It's just, it's nice to have like people on thrones and stuff, but it's just, to actually deserve the throne, to have us that like, no, these people, they're meant to actually be on the throne, as much as I love Superman. Me and Marcos, we joke
Even
about
though
it and
the
fun
throne
and stuff
doesn't
like
make any
that. I'm
sense.
like, Superman ain't what throne?
Yeah. What throne where? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. I see characters on thrones that, and like I said, unless it's a character that merits one, I
Yeah.
just see it. And I'm like, dude, why would this character ever be sitting down like this? You know, like why would this character be sitting on a toilet somewhere on a throne?
Seriously.
You know what I mean?
You know, and I was joking about it too, right? For those who watch Game of Thrones, why is Jon Snow on a throne? If you watch the movie, I mean the show, I'm like, dude, he is. First of all, he's never earned that throne.
Never.
He never even sat on the throne. If you watch that last one, he never even sat in the chair.
Never.
Much less, like, why are we doing him on a throne?
He's like an anti-throne character as well too. He's
Yeah.
a man of action, if anything, right? Like, he's not a throne
Roger,
guy.
let me just say this. He gets mad at me for saying Superman should never be on throne. And now he's saying Jon Snow, which is like the Superman of Game of Thrones, basically.
Yeah.
On throne. So thank you. Marcus is always right again.
Oh, like I said, no, we talk about it in fun. I agree. You know,
we can agree on something. We can agree on something without you going ham and making it about you. Can we just do that?
Right. It doesn't
Can we
matter.
just do
Right.
that?
I do agree with you. Superman should not be on throne. He's not a throne person. Especially
No,
after that
he's
last
not.
movie, I felt like
He's
I
not.
could have taken on Superman.
Thank God.
I was ready to go.
The last movie? We're not slandering James Gunn's Superman here.
the only Superman that actually should be on the throne is Superman has been depicted on the throne, but yeah, Injustice, because we all know what that's about,
Yeah.
right? Like that.
Yeah,
That's the
Superman
only one. If they did an Injustice with him on the throne, I could kind of dig that because I get it. You know.
Hey, FBJ, can you go over the Hiscopes one more time though, so people would know? Even me though, like I said, I'm not a comic person. I know the movies though, but I started learning about these marks in the head. Like, oh, this one looks different. That one looks different. And then this one, this is the movie, right?
Yeah, for the one I said before, if he has the flatter nose, like the Scottie Pippen nose, that's
Scottie
just
Pippen knows.
that it's just straight and it goes
Oh,
down.
so
That is
movie.
Snyder.
Yeah, I could tell you that's
Ever
Snyder.
since
Oh,
you said Scottie Pippen knows, I can't
Throw
stop
that one in the
thinking
trash.
that.
Fucking dog. Don't
This-
ever have any Snyder shit out there. So.
no, dude, I like Snyder though.
I'm actually
Bring
gonna
him
use the
back.
Snyder.
Bring him back. That's real
That's
Batman
what
to me though,
I'm
bro.
gonna
That's real
use.
Batman. Like if I
That's
was
right,
Batman,
that's a fucking
yeah, whooping your
psychopath.
ass.
He's
We
more
not doing-
dangerous than the fucking Joker in that universe. Like he's killing.
It is what it. But again, though, this is real life. Come on, like so. When I think of Batman, I think of real life, like Superman, right? I think Superman should know how to fight with the powers or without the powers. At least know how to fight. He's trained still. But like, if you have no powers, if my son can beat you up, bro, how can you?
No,
beat
but
Superman?
Vision. That's actually the thing with Superman. Like that, him and Batman have gone on about it in the comics. Like Superman, low key doesn't know how to fight. That's why when he has no powers, Batman beats his fuck
Man,
out.
he low key my my
No,
things,
no,
right?
that's
So like
Superman.
right?
So, you're
let's say
saying
hypothetically, right?
Superman's supposed to end up and play Homelander?
He basically is. He's
Yeah,
nice
powers.
Homelander without powers. That's what he is. Yeah.
Ah, man, like you can't go low key though, because like I understand you can't win every. I understand you can't win every fight, and I might lose today, and I can win tomorrow. But Superman look like he's been losing a lot. I'm like,
No,
bro,
bro. He saved the whole movie. What are you talking about, bro? Like, you gotta have some stakes. Like
that dog, man. If it wasn't for that dog, I wouldn't have seen the movie. And
I'm
you gotta
tired of
think though, I actually rented out the whole theater at City Walk for my family and stuff like that and kids and bought them all shirts. I almost snatched every shirt off these damn kids. Give me that back.
I'm
Return
just saying
it.
this. I'm tired of Superman. Only weakness being kryptonite. He needs to have. He's not. He's the strongest.
Well,
person.
magic is his weakness as well.
Well, no. His weakness is his woman though too. His woman is the weakness too though. Like
That
baby
is
girl
true.
is his weakness.
No, but it's
Like,
not. Like it's
like,
not his
shit.
weakness. His weakness is kryptonite because you can mess with the woman Lois Lane, but you hit that kryptonite. In Snyder's movie, his 3 movies he had Superman in. The only thing that stopped him was a goddamn green stone. Everything else, he was invincible. It was boring.
Well,
It
you got to
doesn't-
think though, right? So you got to think right here. So right with the Justice Bus, right? Batman only beat Superman because he spit gum at him after Superman ripped it off. He spit gum out of the whole
That's
fight.
what he is. That's
spit kryptonite gum. Like, come on, bro. Like, again, I don't do comments though, but usually when I buy things, I learn everything about it so I can argue with people.
Regardless, Snyder is the worst thing that's ever happened to DC. I'm so happy.
Bro.
That, you know.
I
Stop.
like Snyder. Bring another movie, Snyder.
We've had this conversation a lot. I'm not doing it again. I'm right.
James Gunn is whack, bro. That movie is. Man, Supergirl, I'm gonna see it because like.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Is
I'm
it
not
a
too
girl?
excited about Supergirl. I'm really not. So I don't know what they're doing.
I want to see Lobo. But like other than that though, like James Gunn, I prefer Snyderverse out of all Batman. But my favorite Batman is Bale, right? My favorite Batman is Bale. I like how he looks. I like his swag,
That's really
right?
the worst Batman's out.
Like, okay. So Bale's my favorite Batman though, but like my favorite Bruce Wayne will be
Yes, there we go.
Snyderverse. Because like I feel like if I was Bruce,
don't do that. Don't do
What?
that. No. You had me in the first half. The best Bruce Wayne is the Christian Bale. The worst Batman is Affleck. The second worst is fucking Christian Bale. His Batman.
How Affleck is worse than the 1997 Batman? That who knows them nipples?
No,
There is not a kid say, "Hey, Daddy, I want to be that Batman."
That's the director's fault. That's not the actor's fault. That's what I'm saying.
But again, though, but the movie is whack. Though there's not a kid or a human being
built
on
for
Earth say
kids.
that I want to be that Batman.
It's
For
built for
me-
kids though. Like the Christian Bale and the Batfleck were built for teenagers and adults. The Clooney ones and the Val Kilmers are built for kids. So you have to put that in the you have to put that in your mind.
Well, but again though, you can't have rules though. When you put
It's
all
not
the movies,
rules,
right?
it's just truth. It's just truth. That's all it is.
All right, so the best Batman then will be Bale over everybody, right?
His Batman's terrific. He has the worst hands. He'll be beat up by a fucking school grader.
Who's the new Batman though? Like what's the new Batman though? Batman
Robert Pattinson. Yeah.
Hey, when you look at him, you think of that damn vampire movie.
No, you
right?
don't.
No, you don't.
I do. That's all I see is him and that girl.
That I don't know. That's I don't know. He's done
His car's
too much.
whack.
He's done too much in his career since Twilight to be a credible actor for me to like hold him to just
Yeah, 100%.
movies.
Yeah, stop.
Like his movies he's done since then. I don't know if I could like follow his career in the last like 10 years, but like he's so far removed.
Yeah.
From his from those movies and what he's done, like man, he's an incredible actor. So like I can't.
So you think that's a Batman? You think that will be like Batman? Like I feel like I don't look at him as a Batman. I'm like, dude, like I would as a kid, if I was a kid, I would never want to be that guy.
So for one, his Batman does what none of the Batman movies have done before, and they've actually made him the world's best detective. They've made him the world's best detective, and that's something that they might have touched on that a little bit with Bale. With Bale, a couple of times, obviously we did the forensics on the bullet and stuff like that. That was the one time where it really kind of went into that. They went ham on that. But other than that, man, like Detective Comics and actually making him the world's greatest detective, I love that they explored that much in the Robert Pattinson movies. And
it's more like comic though. Like again though, I'm not a comic guy.
And I like the movie, what they did for Gotham as a city though, cinematography wise, dude. I thought the world felt as much of a character. More so than any of the Christian Bale movies did.
So when you're making a movie though, right? So if I made a movie, right? I personally am, like I said though, I am not a comic guy. So every Batman I watch is not because of a comic book. It's like as a kid I want to be that, right? I wouldn't come because of comic, because like how many comic people out there, like real comic people out there? It's very little compared to the majority of the world.
No. Trying to make a movie based off a comic book character and completely alienating the source material is not the way to go. Otherwise, you get movies like Fantastic Four from Fox and stuff like that. The one that came out like in 2015. That's an example of when they completely ignore the source material. But you can't ignore.
Okay, what about this new Fantastic Four? How do you feel about that?
Roger,
the fan base is what keeps people going back to watch it. The fan base is what makes the movie have legs and keep going. Otherwise, like. If you completely ignored I think all the tropes and all things that go into the characters or go into what comes out of the comic books, if we didn't have the Dark Knight or the Dark Knight Returns or the Killing Joke, if we didn't have those comic books, we would have never have gotten the Batman that we kind of deserve or want out of like the Christian Bale movies or anything else after that. We would have just had more of a campier version that happened probably from the 80s and probably the early 70s and stuff, where Batman was kind of not the coolest character.
No, but let me just explain it like this though, like with the because you like the Batfleck Batman, right? Vision, that's your favorite. Obviously, you said that because he's realistic, right? Correct. Vision.
You're muted.
Oh shit! My bad. Dude, I've been like speaking.
Wait, I can hear you. What do you mean? I can hear you, Marcus.
No, I meant Vision. It looked like
Vision is muted. Okay, my bad.
We can't hear
I don't have it muted. Vision, try to fix your mic, maybe. I don't know, because I don't have you muted. I'm gonna say I didn't mute my mic.
No, I just saw him talking, and then there was
Vision.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. There we go.
Loud and clear.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
my whole point was like Batfleck is your favorite Batman because he's realistic.
No. He's not my favorite Batman. All right, okay, again though, I love Batman. All right, so I have like 16 or 17 Batmans. I say 14 1/3. Like
Yeah.
this looks like it's like smashed together, but if I show it clearly, is everything is very, very spaced out, right?
Yeah.
But like I did not know about DK3 until I saw the animated and I saw the Ben Affleck, right, and stuff like that. So like, okay, now I know the vision of DK3. So I do like how he is, because like if I think about Batman, if I'm going to be Batman, I think I will want to be the DK3 version. If I want to be Bruce Wayne, I'm trying to get the woman, the money, boom, 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 boom. My swag will be Bale. That's how my
He has
swag
the
is,
most
right?
swag, no doubt about that. But let me
Yeah,
just
so-
let me answer my point. Is that how many people did you see Ben Affleck kill in Batman versus Superman? And maybe like that was it. Like that was the only movie that, and it's just like how many people did you see him kill? Fucking a lot, right? How many people did you see the fucking
Gotta go.
Joker in 4 movies in that same
Yeah.
universe? 0,
Yeah.
literally fucking 0, maybe 2 for crying out loud.
Is it different director though? But
Batman in that universe is a fucking mass murderer, and the Joker is a fucking a clown. He's just a clown. He just makes jokes here and there. So that's.
but again, though, like so the new Superman movie right now, right? So they have it as more of the comic book version of it, right? Again, I don't know comic book.
yeah.
So
It's like a
I
more
feel
week to week
like-
daily like Superman. That's what they.
Yeah, so more like kid friendly, I would say.
Not
more
kid
like
friendly. No, it's more source material, accurate. It's not
Yeah.
kid friendly. It just
But
like
But a lot of people,
Silver Age.
but a lot of people didn't like that though, because like if I look at Superman, I want to look at you as strong. Like what's the name? Not saying like you got to kill everybody and stuff like that. But like I do like how Snyderverse. I wish that Snyderverse would have got another Superman, not just Man of Steel.
you just did you not like see him carry a whole kaiju that's like as tall as the Empire State Building, like with his 2 hands? Like, is
I
that
seen him
like,
get beat up by I seen him get beat up too many times to even notice that.
because
Oh, my
no, the thing of Superman is that he's the strongest fish in the pond. He's not invincible. He's
The
the
thing
strongest
is,
fish in
you
the
have
pond.
to think of
He can't get
Superman.
hit, and he can't get
You-
hurt. The Green Lanterns can't hurt Superman. He's just the strongest one out of everybody there. Meaning, Howard Jordan can throw a big old energy burst and hit him, and it can hurt him. But he's not going to get hurt as much as a Batman would. Obviously, he's the
Oh, yeah,
strongest.
yeah,
fish in
he's
the pond.
the-
He's not
to-
invincible.
To understand Superman, the best way to put it is actually from Destroyer, the last of the Justice League Unlimited, where Superman clashes with a pumped up Darkseid and literally says like he feels like he lives in a world
Yes.
of glass.
Yes.
Is that a
And
comic book
because
or
the
No,
Animated.
animated series.
oh?
So
what is
that's
it?
why I'm
What is it
pointing
about?
it out.
I think I've seen it. Let me see.
Yeah,
Justice
my,
League Destroyer. It was the
my-
series
my-
finale.
my take on that Superman movie, a small take, 'cause I have a bunch of takes, but this is the only one thing I'm gonna bring up, is I loved All-Star Superman the comic. I loved it way before, like when it first dropped. Like I love it. I have the comic here. I have it in hardcover. I have it in soft cover. I have the deluxe version, whatever. I love that. I love that one. My knock with the movie, right? And I'm okay with taking liberties, is the fact that I don't like it a lot. I don't like it a lot when my Superman is more kind of leaning towards comedic Superman, and that takes me out slightly. I like the Superman movie. I'm not discrediting the Superman. I'm not hating on him. I'm like, for what it is, it's fine, right? But I like my Superman on the side of even in the All-Star Superman, which is what is taken from that Superman again, which is he's a little bit more grounded, right? And yes, obviously Superman joke. We're human. He jokes. He does stuff from time to time. But as far as like,
He's a dork, like he's a legit.
yeah, instead of as far as Mark, when you read All-Star Superman, that Superman is so grounded and focused, right, on what is happening with, because he's getting ready to die. And again, like I said, they took liberties, so I didn't really take too much of that or whatever. So he's doing all of these things to show humanity and Lex, and like there's so much more. You could be so much more Lex instead of what you're doing, right? Instead of being a villain, you're smart. You're the smartest person in the universe. You should be helping people, right?
The Lex, because remember Lex in that interview with Clark Kent was saying like, I could have saved this world, if it wasn't for.
I know. I love that, right?
And then he's like, well, you could have saved it with Superman as well, but you didn't.
Right.
You decided
I
to-
love that. I love that. But what I do love, and again, because I like the Superman, the new one. I like him. Don't love him, but I like him because he actually goes back to, again, what I love, which they showed in All-Star Superman, and what Christopher Reeves did, which the Man of Steel did not do with my boy Henry Cavill, which is he plays the Clark Kent perfectly.
Right.
In All-Star Superman, which they again, Christopher Reeves did it as well, and this new Superman did it, which is you gotta have that duo. I can't look at you as Clark Kent and believe that you're actually Clark Kent. Like if I'm looking at you, I'm like, come on, man. I'm like Henry Cavill. You look like Superman as Clark Kent.
Can I ask
I
a panel a question?
Yeah,
though?
you look
Like,
at Cav, you're like, bro, that's fucking Superman right there. Like, if I'm Jimmy Olsen, like, bro, that's fucking people like.
Yeah. So
That's him.
Marco, FBJ, I want to ask a panel a question, right?
yeah.
Hypothetically speaking, usually I do not do hypotheticals because it is what it is. But like, all right, so this one I'm gonna do because it's make believe shit, right? Okay. They made 2 Superman movies, both rated R, so you can't bring kids because I know kids bring makes the most like the most money, right? They both dropped the same exact day. James Gunn or Snyderverse, who's making more money?
James Gunn. Right now, James Gunn will.
Yeah.
James.
Yeah.
I think
James
Snyderverse.
Gunn.
I think because James Gunn is again, it's more
Yeah.
colorful. Because again, kids went to this.
It's
Parents
more-
still brought their kids to this.
I said rated R. I said
Wait,
rated R. The kids can't come in the theater at all.
Let me
Dude,
explain this.
it's yeah.
plus-
But it's probably more so of action wise more than it is like
Sure.
of
Guys, let me just say this.
vulgarness and stuff,
Why?
right?
The new Superman struggled at the box office because it made like 700 million. Still was not bad. It wasn't great. It had such a stain on the Snyderverse that people were dead with like DC. The apathy was
Dude,
like,
yeah.
they don't care about DC anymore. You know, I'm not trying to talk about shit
Well,
about Snyderverse.
I like Cavill
Let me
Superman
just-
quite a
let me
bit.
just say this. Like the DC superhero fatigue was real, and especially with DC.
Yeah.
When Snyderverse came out, when Man of Steel, people were like super hyped for Superman because we haven't seen a movie for 10 plus years of Superman. So
Yeah.
everybody was super excited about that movie, and it fucking didn't do what it should have done.
Yeah. But Marcos,
Yeah, but my
Oh.
whole thing is like the new James Gunn movie didn't like hit the billion mark because it was going against so much more than the Man of Steel.
Do you think Man of Steel didn't do well because it told a story? Because James Gunn went right into action. Went right, fuck the story. We already know the story.
Fucking action. What are you talking about? It was a horrible
I-
story.
I mean like James Gunn though. Action mind like mean like Superman
Okay,
fighting and doing things. Like you
psychopath.
like worrying about his mom and his daddy. Where's his origins at?
Walk-in was more of a psychopath than the fucking Joker.
Man of Steel hit us nerds, right? That's why almost even in the chat you see it, and we too. I'm like, because we're nerds and we like that Man of Steel with Henry Cavill did. So yes, I think most people here most people, not all, most people just like we'd rather go see Man of Steel, right?
Yeah.
Because that's how we are. Like we're the nerds. We're just like, no man, this is like how it is. But for the because again, nerds and general audiences are 2 different things. So if you're talking about Vision, if you're saying for which one, for us, most of us would probably pick Man of Steel, right?
Yeah.
But if you're talking general audience, like my mom, my grandparents, the kids, yes, even kids, even if be rated R, everybody.
Kids though, at that point it's gruesome, so it's rated R. No kids allowed though, because I know kids bring in.
Yeah,
money.
but Vision in this, I know if you talk about like 5 and 6, fine, but in this day and age with anime and this how this world is right now, most of these kids are like they're numb to all this action.
Well, my son, I'm gonna sock him in his chest twice. Because
I'm like, dude, like Superman. Oh, he rated R, like he punched a kaiju and the kaiju's head split far away and stuff like that. This is stuff they've seen in anime and regular cartoons. So if you're talking about it's rated R because of that, yes, but kids are going to see it anyway. Most parents are still going to take their kids 9 years old, 8 years old, 10, 12, 13, 14, because in their mind, because of how Gunn did it, it's fantastical. It's not real violence. It's not like it's not like it's in the hood.
A better movie then. Okay, then you're right then. Okay,
it's fantastical violence.
Though, what do you think would be a better movie if they both came out at the same time? Who do you think will bring out a better body of work?
For the general audience, it will be this Superman. If you're talking about for us nerds, it will be Man of Steel.
It would be Man of Steel. People were so
My
mad.
grandparents, it's like my moms and grandparents.
I
They're
would
probably
never buy a statue. It could be
like-
free. I can give away. I would just say, nah, I don't want it.
But
So
see,
we
Vision,
have-
that's what I'm saying. Because you're nerds like us. Like, we know, like, comic books and look and vibe and all this other stuff. For you and me, that's what I'm saying. We're going to do, like, even in the chat, most of them going to say Man of Steel.
Like having a revisionist history. The Man of Steel movie came out and it had such backlash because it was so departed from Superman. People were not happy with it.
And people were not really taking their kids to see it.
Nerds
People really
were
wasn't
not
taking their
happy
kids to
with
see it.
Nerds were not happy with
It was too dark. It was too dark for them.
That's what I'm saying. Kids are not.
That's what bugs me, man.
I don't care about
As
that.
much as hey, okay, hold on here. I've been nice and quiet for a bit. Okay, I'm gonna say I like Cavill Superman. Superman cannot break and murder somebody on the screen. Like, you cannot do that. Superman does not do that unless it's like Injustice Superman,
Right.
or
Right.
something. Like break. Like, the point for me that did it was killing Zod. Like, there are parts. The problem was in some ways, I love Cavill as Superman. Like where you see when he actually gets to fly, like the first time in the suit for a little bit, where he starts smiling because he's actually
the Hans Zimmer score in the background.
Yeah, like that was.
It's my favorite Superman movie, by the way, Man of Steel.
Man of Steel's not bad. It's actually Snyder's best DC movie, but everything else is fucking horrible.
But I would watch. I like Cavill's Superman better, but I like but I'm going to say it's not like that far difference for what I like, because the DCU Superman, I like Corn Sweat not quite as much. I think he's a little bit got the more like not even comic Superman, like a little bit more Silver Age style Superman, like the Superman that would like do terrible jokes and dicky things to like Lois Lane, turning her into a cat or something to teach her a lesson. But the problem for Gunn's movie, like that movie, I was underwhelmed by the actual main plot, where it's like, I'm trying to take over part of a country or something like that. The actual purpose why everything was happening was stupid. And I was like, why? This is so dumb. But there were enough moments where I felt like a Superman film and stuff. And I like Metamorpho. And I like the Justice Friends and stuff. Now, was it a little bit more? My problem is Gunn's sense of humor for me is very hit and miss. Like, I don't like Peacemaker that much, like which was by him. But like, Gunn's felt like more sort of a tone like Superman. Like, I can admit, as much as I like Christopher Reeve Superman, that one can feel a little bit dated with the plot, like the actual villainous plot.
Bro, the real estate plot is fucking horrible.
Yeah, the plot, but him as just Superman and Clark Kent in general, he was Superman, man. He's
the living incarnation of Superman. Like, no,
let me
that's
say
the
this
problem.
Ramo, the backlash wasn't just because the Superman killed anybody. The backlash was because Paul Kent and Ma Kent were fucking psychopaths. He blew up fucking cities, Smallville. Like, bro, there's so many issues. Remember the scene, like Freddie, you know the scene when the trucker gets mad.
I know every scene.
The trucker gets mad at him, pushes him. This dude destroys the whole fucking everybody's fucking landline because the guy pissed him off. That's not Superman. That's a fucking child. I'm sorry to say.
And this is where I agree with Marcos, right? Yeah. That's why I agree with Marcos.
There's a bunch of issues with like not Reeves Superman, Snyder Superman, because he didn't make Superman. He's even said he's like DC told me to make this type of Superman. He's like, I want to do my own thing. He's a fucking douchebag and he's a fucking idiot. So,
the apologists, which I understand. The apologists always say, well, he knew the powers and he didn't know. I agree with that. Yes, you could run with that. That's fine, right? It's like, oh, he's new. He didn't know. He's trying to understand his powers. I get that. But yes, as far as what Marcos is saying.
Too, then, like, because he's only 2 years in, you're saying like he's not as mature as the All-Star Superman.
Oh, no, I agree with you. But that's what I'm saying. But in the comics now, and in how we think of Superman to be, even in the Justice League and all this other stuff, Superman is always finding a way to not make that. He would fly somewhere else, and he's like, let's take this fight. Like, he would force them to go into the desert or somewhere else, and just like, because he's trying to save people. Like, you've seen, like, he would, and they showed it even in a new movie, right? It's just like he would do whatever it takes to not make that mass destruction happen the way it did. He would force himself to go somewhere else and let's do this battle here without the villain even thinking that's what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
So
Lane said the best. Like, in that animated series, he said everything feels like fucking paper mache. Basically, he understood. Like, like the one time he could go all out because no one's there. Like, that's he's like, I can do it now. Fuck it, So.
But us nerds loved it though. Like I said, we love it. We're like, man, crash the buildings, kill everybody. It's like, yes, action.
Hey, Freddie, I'm gonna piggyback off what you were saying, right? So when you were telling me about which movie this and which one better, right? In my mind, I'm thinking like, you know what, the Man of Steel, boom, 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 right? And when you make your comment,
I love Man of Steel.
I stepped back and thought about it. Why haven't you showed your son the Man of Steel then?
Huh?
Because for my son.
Oh,
right? I have my son haven't seen the Man of Steel because it's too dark. Like, my son haven't seen Batman. I wouldn't let him see Batman.
Nah,
because it's too dark. He can see certain turtles.
I wouldn't either. You're a good dad.
He sees certain Superman though. But I would never let my 4-year-old see Batman.
Not now, no.
I know I love Batman.
No,
but I would never let him see that though. So when he see a character, oh, daddy, I want this. he wants the XM Studios or even the Dark Side. Like I said, I got it on video. Like it's crazy.
Mhm.
But or he wants the Turtles because he knows who the Turtle is. He
Yeah.
knows Batman because he knows that Daddy got a tattoo of Batman and Daddy loves Batman. Like I just you mean like I am my dad or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, would I let him see the Man of Steel? No.
As a
It's too
parent,
hard.
you got to shield your kids as much as you can. You know, is like, and you know, somebody told me this again. This is a younger person, right? It's just like, man, but the kids, their friends are gonna see it. They're gonna see that. I said, yeah. I said, of course they're gonna see stuff out there in the world and at school and stuff like that. But I am not going to forcibly go out my way to show my kids this stuff. Now, if they see all these things and then they ask me about it, you know, I can address it. But so I'm like, so I'm supposed to just, oh yeah, let me teach you about this. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna go out my way to do. I'm gonna shield them as best I can. If they see this stuff and they could, Dad, how come I saw? All right, let's sit down and talk, right? So that's a good thing, man. You can't show them everything. Like, nah.
We was looking at Teen Titans. Like Teen Titans, like it's innocent. And then like
My kids love Teen Titans when they're young.
Yeah.
That makes
And I
sense.
seen it. And I was like, oh man, dude, you like they start kissing like on Power Rangers. My son like, well, I like the old school Power Rangers, but he wanted the new one.
Me too.
But we were watching all the episodes, but two same sex are kissing on camera. I said, oh, I didn't know this was like this.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
I was like, well, in my mind, it's two girls. So
yeah, I know. Like, what happened? What's the problem?
Let me just say this real quick. What's ending right here? This is what I love about the show.
Shenanigans. It's like off the rails.
Statue show, but like we can get passionate and like we don't hate each other, obviously, for like our opinions and everything.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I love that about this. Everybody in the chat, you can hate me because I hate Snyder, all of that. But at the same time, I love it. You know, like I love that we can talk about it. We can nerd out, right, Freddie? That we always say, like,
Yeah.
I
love Man of Steel so much.
Like, right now, bro,
just dork out on all this shit because like we're passionate about it, but we're in a good way. Like we're passionate, but like we understand people have their own opinions. It's not like you know, you're a horrible person. It's more like, you know, you have that opinion. I'm gonna try to counteract it. Hopefully the people agree. If they don't,
Marcos, this James Gunn Superman with his jokes, like if the whole thing was like jokes and stuff like that, that's fine. But coming out of Superman all the time, I'm just like, I don't like my Superman to like be that far into dorky jokey territory,
or even like or even weak though, because like I prefer the Man of Steel. But when I made that comment about like which one you prefer better, like you couldn't convince me like the other one was better than me, right? So like in my mind, but then like when you look at it as like other people and majority of
he grounded him a lot more.
I would never like when I literally like rent out the whole theater, right, for kids and then like my family members, right, and bought them all shirts, right. I would never in my life think about doing that for the Man of Steel. It wouldn't even be across my mind. Like me and my girl go by ourselves, we go out to dinner or whatever, and watch a movie. But I wouldn't take my son because he's too young. So when you made your comment, Mark was in like, well, you're right though, because it's more I guess for other people, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Real quick though, let's go on the next topic. Like I said, I love that whole conversation. Maybe people didn't. I loved it because we could nerd out on like movies, this and that, which all of us love. Obviously.
Oh, here's something.
I'm waiting for streaming.
I want to
man.
get on this. I know Lane wanted to talk. 93 fucking comments. My gosh.
How's the movie though? Anybody seen the movie?
Nah, I'm waiting for streaming, man.
I'm going to see it tomorrow.
I'm waiting for a stream, man.
Everybody I know several people seen it, said it was really good. It is they said it's very jokey, especially the first half. Once you get past that, it's pretty good. And they said Leto Skeletor is actually pretty good.
This is not about He-Man, obviously, but have you seen it?
Are we going to talk about those He-Man statues?
We can, man, 100%.
Well, yeah, no, I saw it in the back, so maybe.
I get it. My whole thing was the Prime 1. Obviously, they are new.
Yeah, this is a big topic.
Oh, let's see. This and that. So, obviously, I'll read it out real quick. We have established a policy of customer harassment, quote unquote, to ensure that human rights of all individuals involved in our business activities are respected and to continue delivering better products to our customer. So let me just say this real quick. This got absolutely people always like to say ratioed to oblivion because this did not go the way Prime 1 wanted to go. It went the complete opposite way. I could just go in the fucking comments right now, just real quick. Like, there's me, obviously.
I just can't believe I hit.
Can you elaborate? Customers always right, maybe not. It just keeps going on and on. Obviously, people were really just upset with the fact that Prime 1 has done a pretty bad job getting statues out and customer service wise, and they came out with the confidence to do this shit. So I know Lane told us backstage there's maybe some like legal issues that the reason why they did this. So Lane, I'll let you have the floor real quick. So about this.
Well, yeah. So unfortunately, I'm taking this a little bit secondhand from discussion from Everyday Collector. But one of the members of his panel did say, and I did look it up. Now, specifically for what the instruction and all this stuff specifically they're talking about with customer harassment, is that could be more just specifically how Prime 1 is defining it. But there is supposed to be a national law in Japan that is about like customer harassment and protection of employees. That's like a national law thing that I think is supposed to be October, if I remember looking it up correctly. Is supposed to go into effect. So some of this is something, a policy that Prime 1 had to actually, initiate. Now, for all the specifics and how vague they are with all their, these are the different things that you can, threatening legal and other stuff for. That's, I think, more all, Prime 1 specifically. But this actual, I think, from what I was looking up, there is actual like a law stuff that they have to do and meet a certain requirement for. So this was also, I'm willing to bet that how they define in some of the things that they discuss in the actual listing, that's more what I think has people aggravated with what they're, because it's very vague for them to define exactly what is going on.
Because they don't understand it though, so they're just thinking like, well, you're treating your customers like that, so they're coming at you certain ways and stuff like that. So they just, because Prime 1 had no choice but to post this because by law you want to let people know, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I still think it's bullshit. I'm sorry to say, Lane. I don't give a fuck about the law or nothing. I looked it up.
Mark is a real one.
No, I'm sorry to say. They've had so many issues lately, Lane. Like I don't understand why they're coming out with it now. This law was implemented years ago, so like at this point, it feels like a fucking
So so the thing itself is the Comprehensive Labor Policy Act.
Yeah, it came out years ago. So it didn't matter. Like they could have done this in 2010, whatever they wanted. So like Lane, that's what my point is. Like they obviously doing this for a reason. They're getting a lot of hate for their bad practices in statue delivery and statue prices and everything else. And now they're trying to backtrack. And they another thing too, Lane, is like their main PR guy. You obviously know Johnny Matsumoto is one of the worst people in PR. He's horrible. He talks shit to.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Let me give you some just specific for what this is defined and what they're doing. So this is something that back in February 26th of this year, the Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare, a new ministerial guideline, basically, that is dealing with how it's a statutory obligation for employers in Japan to prevent employees from customer harassment. So it is an actual law, man.
Yeah, and 2020. I just actually looked at
now how Prime 1's defining it. And
2025, June 2025. It's been a whole year. They never said this until now. So don't let them get away with that, Lane. Don't let them get away with that. They're doing this for a reason because they're getting massive hate for being a bad.
Oh yeah, but that's my point is how they're actually putting all the stuff they list is possibly that's a lot of I think just their mumbo jumbo. They just had to specifically have some kind of policy thing set up with the Japanese law.
Cypher said this, the Ministry of Health has a vague definition of customer harassment. Prime 1 has made their own definition thought that gives them power. So that's what he's trying to say. They're trying to make making a vague thing policy, and I think they're just trying to get away with like their bad practices. That's all it is. So I know you're trying to be Mr. Devil's Advocate, Lane, but at the same time,
no. I'm just saying one of the reasons they had to put this out or put it in writing at least was an actual government law.
Yeah, but Lane, if that's true, if that's 100% true, they would have done this in June 2025 when it was passed.
No, but it didn't kick in for the actual guidelines till February of this year.
Okay, February 2026, then they would pass it.
They actually put it. I'm saying they have to. So now, can you say how they're putting this up is partially because they're getting roasted right now, yes, and because I know and all the definition stuff that they put in and how they have on their posts is of that. I'm just saying I'm just saying that they were required by their country's law to have something like this set up to protect their employees. That is a law in Japan. Now, the timing for putting this up is probably because people are after them about a lot of failings and concerns and other stuff.
Yep.
So that means if Mark goes right now and say something and tag Prime One, he can get some legal advice, like the legal team against him. That's how it is.
They could ban me from purchasing any product from them, basically, direct.
Or get aftermarket help.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people out here don't go direct anyway. So at the end of the day, who cares?
No, it's fucking horrible to go direct. I've been saying this for 3 years, and a lot of statue shows I've been saying, "Oh, buying Prime One direct not that bad." I told them dude, the prices are going up. And guess what happened? This past year, the pieces that have come out, the prices of shipping has just gone up completely. It's ridiculous.
Well, this is the prices of pieces. Look at that. Even though we're poking fun at Freddie, that alloy third scale.
Yes,
and I like that. And I like that. Looks dope. But 3,100, 3,100 money.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
it's absolutely.
Somebody, another collector hit me up today, right? They Prime One had the shipping, and let's say hypothetically speaking, the shipping was $100, right? When on time of pre-ordering, but they've been emailing him, let's say every few months though, and the shipping goes up. They're letting you know the shipping is going up now. So let's say it was $100, now it's $150, and then another time, another email, now it's $250 from the time of PO though. So it was that's to me that's weird.
Yeah, but look, the whole comment section is I think 93 comments. If you look at the whole thing, it's I want my pieces that are overdue. The comment section isn't going as you're planning. I'm not reading that paragraph, but at the same time, you understand the comment section was not happy with this because we understand if this was a healthy company doing the right thing and they came out with this, I understand that. They came out with this when they're struggling completely. So, and like Lane said, this law was passed in 2025. They just said it in June 2026. I mean, it got passed in June 2025. So it's 100% a BS strategy to place blame on someone else when they're just.
I thought it was because when people go live and then they say things about Prime One, they get just tired of it though, so they just making a statement though, so they can scare YouTubers or
yeah, they want 100% authoritarian
control.
Well, okay. So me, I'm a peaceful guy, and again, just me being peaceful doesn't mean I don't speak my mind or if somebody's doing me wrong, all that stuff. You know what they say, man. It's just don't take my kindness for weakness kind of thing. So
sure,
I say that to say, right, I'm in the camp of, yes, I know Prime One is, they doing some stuff and we don't like it. But if they put the statement out, I mean, so what? I don't, I just okay, they put it out. And look, and again, this doesn't go for everybody, right? But there are some people who cannot get their message across without being vulgar and without being rude, you know what I'm saying? And saying stuff that is unconstructive. So I don't disagree with Prime One putting stuff out because like I say sometimes, there are people who ruin stuff for everybody, right? Even in New York with all the celebration going on. Yes, there's probably 100,000 fans out there celebrating in the right way. There's 10, 15, 20 knuckleheads out there climbing poles, twerking on top of billboards, doing wild stuff. And then when you hear 19 people got arrested, those 19 people who got arrested are out of 100,000 people. And guess what? Those 19 people are being knuckleheads. And
those are the ones that are going to show up on the news. So,
yes, and guess what? Now NYPD and the mayor have to say stuff like, yo, guys, man, you guys need to calm down. Now, is that for people like me who are celebrating? No, that's not to me because, I was celebrating, but I wasn't the 20 knuckleheads. The message is for the rest of you knuckleheads out there who can't, who's wilding out. I'm saying they got to put the statement out. Why are people getting mad at the mayor for putting a statement out in New York City talking about, y'all need to relax? That is not to me. It is to the 1920 people who are acting like lunatics. I'm like, the Knicks just won. Why are you on the billboard twerking? I'm like, that is not going to be fruitful to yourself and to society what's going on right now. So Prime One is putting that statement out. Yes. Because of what's going on with them. There are people out there right now, you know what I'm saying, who was probably wilding out, and they're just like, yo, look, man, you can't be harassing customer support the way you doing. What is customer support? You harassing them, you cursing at them, you doing all this other stuff or whatever. This is not for Vision. This is not for Marcos. It's for the other knuckleheads out there. So they got to put stuff out there to protect themselves, and I don't see the problem with it. The timing sucks, but I agree with Prime One. Look, I got to put the stuff out there. I got to put the message out. Yeah, I need to chill and relax. It's not, and I doubt that they're saying you can't speak your mind or speak your piece or talk about shipping price and all this other stuff. But yo, man, come on. Like, I don't see the problem with them putting this stuff out. I think the people out there who are going wild about it, I'm like, come on, you gotta just think about it. If this doesn't apply to you, it does not apply to you. Why am I upset? Why? If you're one of those people who are upset, you probably out there going around on every single post, every single about it, like, yo, the expletive, going nuts and crazy and emailing me. I'm working at Prime One right now, and I'm like, I'm Freddy again, peaceful Freddy. I'm working at Prime One. Here you go, Joker, cursing me out. I'm like, what am I doing? Well, blah, blah. I'm like, it's not me. I'm not doing nothing. Why you curse? And then you probably messaging me on private. Saying, and I'm like, yo, Prime One, man, I work here. You guys not gonna do something? We got you. We're gonna put something out. Thank you. So look, come on. That's what I'm saying. Come on.
Yeah, my whole point is, Freddie, like, yeah, the best case scenario, that's like Prime One's thing, but at the same time, like, we don't know like what they think harassment is. Harassment could be like, hey man, like I've had a piece for 3 years on pre-order, like where's that? And then harassment. So that's another thing. Like, we have to understand where people are coming from as well. So, and the thing is, there are pieces that are very long overdue that have not come out. So that it's not like I said, if this is a healthy company doing this, I understand it. This is a struggling company right now doing this at the wrong time. That makes people like. That's why people are like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yes, Prime One has issues. Prime One has issues. 100%. We all know that. The ones who are into this, we all know this. Not the general public, but we all know this. They're having issues. We know this. That is for everybody who is wilding out. They got to put it out and protect themselves. I got no problem on that.
My cousin, he loves my statues. He's a big dork like us. He said, hey, man, my first statue in my bio is that Guts Batman statue. I mean, the little, what I'm talking about?
The Batman, the Berserker.
There we go. He's like,
hey, put up Cypher's comment. Put up Cypher's comment. Put it up.
DJ, I think that's a little naive. With respect, would you give Prime One the benefit of the doubt? That's what I'm saying. I'm with you, Cypher. I think Freddie's giving them too much benefit of the doubt.
I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt. I'm saying we do not know. This is all speculation.
I agree with you, FBJ. You don't know the context, so we don't know why they put that out.
That's what I'm saying. Again, yes, you know what we're doing? We're speculating, which is fine. I'm not against speculation. We can speculate for everything.
I'm coming to shoot the whole place of those.
I'm like, we don't look. We don't know. We don't know, and I'm not being naive. I feel like I think other people out there who are getting on Prime One is being naive to not think that there are jokers out there who are wilding out and going above and beyond. Why wouldn't Prime One as a company protect themselves? Just FYI, until somebody actually says, they refuse service to me, and they put out and post it up on all the channels and stuff like that, and says, and then can prove, like, hey, I only said this. I just said, why ain't you guys shipping my stuff? And now they banned me. Until I see that stuff, look, I think this is for all the people who's probably wilding out. But as a company, why would they not protect themselves? Why not? We don't know what's happening behind closed doors. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that they are or are not. I'm just saying you have to look at it that way too. That, look, they got to protect themselves. Everybody is not happy. We are not happy. We see stuff going on. We're not happy. We get that. So if they putting this one out, something probably went down. I'm just saying we probably don't know. That's all I'm saying.
I would say Prime One, if you want to make everybody happy, free shipping.
No, not free shipping, but shipping included, if that makes sense with the price.
Okay.
That'll help a lot.
Hey guys.
With RAM, I'm kind of worried about Prime. I hope they create low ES. They don't want low ESs though, RAM, because like low ESs means like they're not selling shit. So they want 500 plus.
They just had to move like that fade route, the deluxe bonus.
Yeah, exactly.
Originally 300, they dropped it down to 100.
For collectors, sure, that's cool. Like I have 100 ES, and like I can sell this because it's better, blah blah blah. For the company, it's horrible. Like it's absolutely a disaster. If every piece is 150, 200, they need 500, 750. 1,000.
But to have it though, it's a price though. Like so, me though, like as a business, again, I don't know how like even like the customer world. I don't know how that operates. I don't want to know. I just know about like all right, I was a marketing manager for Costco for a few years, right? And I know that when people want to come with their ideas, it's like if your idea is $10 and I like your idea, I'm like, and you be like, all right, well, I want to buy 300,000 and I want to have $5. Would you really say no? Or would you rather knock door to door try to see if you can sell that 300,000? You know what I mean? Prime one prices are very, very expensive. Like it's just crazy. Most people can't afford that.
The shipping is even more ridiculous too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing with that, man. Is that shit.
10K budget, 3 statues. When I first came, I said I have a budget for $10,000, right? 3 years I've been in this game. 2 years I doubled that. I spent like 20 something.
Yeah.
I think 20 something the first year. 20 something the second year, I think like 21 or something like that, 23 the first year, 22 or 3, whatever. And then this year I only got I got 4 and I'm already over the 10.
Yeah. But you know we vote with our wallets, man. That's all I say, man. We the people.
I don't eat. I've been losing. Look, I'm skinny.
That's what I'm saying, man. We vote with our wallets, man. If we don't like it, like we just need to not buy it.
100%. But at the same time, RAM, like it's not coming quicker with the low ES. It's actually coming slower with low ES. So it's not like
the backlog.
Guys, hold up 1 second. I thought Roger,
backlog
you
is
had something
crazy.
you were going to comment, weren't you?
I just want to say I'm going to bail, guys. I don't want to interrupt anybody. I'm about to
He don't want the smoke, man. He don't want to chime in.
It's fine. I just want to, on my way out, I will agree with you, Freddie. I do think, and I've already said this before, I do feel like there's something about the community, the hobby community, that specifically this one. There's a lot of raginess in it. There's a lot of like ownership that I feel that it's a bit presumptuous when it comes to how much they connect with these companies. That they feel they have like this empowered voice. That it's all about them at times. I do agree that some of these companies are hurting or they're having some issues and stuff like that. At the same time, though, like Freddie said, to make it about you and to make it and immediately assume and presume, that and immediately villainize the companies immediately, the same companies that have also been creating half of our collections and stuff that we're willing to like buy and all that stuff. I'm not quick to jump on that bandwagon and just like immediately start hating on them. Or if they're having some type of fiscal issues or when it comes to production and all that, that's something completely different. I have not been disappointed by the pieces that I received from Prime One. I have not been disappointed by the pieces I received from Sideshow, even XM. And like I said, despite all their woes, not Sideshow, but specifically Prime One and XM. So I'm not quick to like immediately bail and like also start bashing the companies and stuff too. And also, I'm not a ragey person. I don't really get upset about this kind of stuff, nor do I feel like we should allow ourselves to get rage baited so easy about reading some of this stuff. Like, okay, so they put this policy up there, right? Are you harassing? Are you like going on forums and stuff and like lighting them up and stuff? Or like, are you harassing people? I don't see a lot of people in the community do that. I'm pretty sure there are people that do that. Just like Freddie said, we do not know. So based off presumption, I don't think we should immediately start to villainize the companies. Like I said, we don't know. So
villainize Prime One for being bad though for about a year and a half.
I mean, being bad is like what you make it sound like they're like this corporate entity and stuff like that. That's like gobbling up money and all of our products. I wouldn't say they're bad. I think there's been some issues and stuff that have gone on that I don't think are purely their fault. That there's also global issues that are occurring that are impacting these companies.
There's no other company that's making people pay $1,200 for shipping at 1/4 stack.
Again, like I said, there's probably issues there. At the same time, though, to like all of a sudden make it seem like there's some evil empire or something.
They are.
I don't really feel like that's something. Like I said, is it going to stop us from buying the pieces?
Yes,
I still feel like there's some pieces.
Roger,
that's you. That's you.
No,
right? I still don't feel like a lot of people are still.
There are a lot of people who aren't paying it.
No, exactly. Their pieces are going from 500 ES to fucking 100 to 150.
And okay, then that's fine. That's their prerogative. But at the same time, like I still see pieces that are coming out that if I was a fan,
they're getting mad.
You got to let people talk. Like if you're going to give people an opportunity to speak, let them finish.
Go ahead.
I'm about to bail. I just want to say, like, don't get so ragey about this stuff, man. Like I don't.
Marcos is ragey about everything.
I love it. I love it. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah. All right, you guys have a good night. Marcos, we'll catch up some more too. And to be continued, everybody. Thank you so much for having me on.
He's still on.
Thanks, Roger, man. Peace out.
Yeah, man.
Roger, he's still on his LeBron letdown from a couple of months ago.
He's 42 years old. Let the man fucking retire. God damn it. Like, God damn, like, let this man retire, bro. Like, fuck.
Hey, to all those getting new pieces and stuff like that, congrats to all of y'all and stuff, man. Have fun. And like I said, cheers. Have a good night. Bye, guys.
Take care.
All right, later.
I look at it as like if Prime One went under for me, what would I do? I would be upset because Prime One is really my main company. Now I did build like another room because like I do see that our studios and then mainly Sideshow that I like, but I would never put it in this room. I have rules. Well, says you can go in the room and can't go in the room, right? So like I would never put like Sideshow whatever because it's too small. It'll get lost, and then it just to me it don't look right. But that room, it will be just Sideshow. But if Prime One went under, I don't think I'll be happy. I'm like, damn, what would I do? Because I love XM too. But I'm hoping XM don't go under, Yeah. I hope they just
Raul, obviously, you didn't walk into anything. We're just talking shit about Prime One. And
yeah, man, I'm just chopping it up.
Prime One just gets the blood flowing too much sometimes. So
Hey,
you just said this though, like Ram. I'm not saying low ESs doesn't mean like quicker time. I'm saying Prime One low ES does not mean quicker turnarounds because there's pieces that like the Guts Costco piece I have. It's been almost 3 years at this point. It's $299 ES. That's not a huge ES, and it still has not come out. So that's why I'm saying like Prime One has not proved they could come out with pieces on a timely manner. They're a bad company right there. That's all it is. Like,
can I say this in regards to Prime One and the notice, right? 'Cause I like what Cypher's saying, man. Like, I love healthy debates, right? And I love what Marcos is saying too. Yo, this is what I'm saying, right? Like, okay, put it like this. Say if I don't give Prime One the benefit of the doubt, which I'm not giving Prime One the benefit of the doubt. Like, I'm just saying as a business, they want to protect themselves. Okay. All right. But let's just say, for example, if I think that Prime One is villainizing us because of what they put out. Say if I'm on the Marcos side or Cypher's side or whatever. I'm on that side of like, yo, I can't believe you guys putting this out after what did you put us through? Okay. They've put us through whatever it is right now that we're going through. High prices, taking too long, low ES, and all this other stuff, right? They're doing that right now. It's happening as we speak. Them putting this thing out, what does it change? What does it change? The only thing that statement changes for me is if I still continue to do what I'm doing, whether, I'm saying I'm talking about it on the channels, talking about it on these shows and whatnot and stuff like that, and now they hit me with something like, we're canceling your order. You are blocked from my whatever the thing says. Now I can say, now this affects and vilifies me because I have been complaining forever, and now you tell me I can't buy. For me, again, this is me agreeing with Cypher, agreeing with Marcos. I'm just saying, them putting that stuff out does not stop me from doing what. If you were complaining before. If I was complaining before, it's not going to stop me. I'm still going to say your prices are too high. I'm still going to say you guys are not doing it. And look,
but you're not saying that you're employees though, so like it isn't like your prices are too high. That's your own. Like that's just
but I'm just saying because we're talking about this. Everybody's crying about what they put out. I'm saying them putting that out does not change anything for me or Cypher. It doesn't change anything for Marco. Cypher, continue to talk about them.
That's
Marcos,
not necessarily true, Freddie.
I'm telling. What do you mean it's not true? What do you mean it's not true? Explain.
They're very vague with their application on the terminology, how they actually have on the statement.
But that is my. I was gonna say that's my point, Lane. Until a hammer drops, then now we can say, "Oh,
no
I spoke about you."
They're putting the threat of the hammer over people. That is going to keep people. That is to try and keep it.
But that is my point. No, but that is my point, Lane. I feel with that statement, like I said before, unless you're one of those knuckleheads, right? Like those 19 people celebrating the Knicks, and you go egregious and above and beyond. Again, we don't know yet. We don't know. I don't know. I'm not giving the benefit of doubt. I'm not. Just say, for example, I'm not giving the benefit of doubt or nothing. I'm on Cypher's side 100%, right? They put it out to vilify us. Whatever. All I'm saying is, until we hear somebody in this community after they put this out, until I hear somebody said, Cypher is like, I've been complaining all the time for everything or whatever, and Cypher comes out and says, yo, they cancel my orders, then that's a different story. But I don't think it applies to people like Marcos. Like, I really believe like it's probably worse stuff than we probably know, and there are people out there who's just going crazy. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, even if that's not the case or not, I'm saying until it happens, Lane, until somebody in the community actually says after they put this out, this is what happened. For me and Cypher and for Marcos, it's business as usual. Like it is as usual. That does not affect me. It's like freedom of speech. Like I can say what I want to say again, as long as I do stuff in a respectful manner. I can speak my piece. I can say stuff. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not being disrespectful. So, but if they feel that it is, and then they give you something, I will be the first one to put it up on a channel, to post it up, to say, hey, yep, I said something. This is all I said. Here's the post. And then they canceled all my orders. But until that happens, man, look, man, I'm like, everybody just need to chill. Like, seriously. I'm like,
I disagree with you on the fact that I think Prime 1 has burned already, any giving them the benefit of the doubt for anything.
I'm not, Lane, I'm saying I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying, but you're
okay.
being diplomatic about, I think I disagree with you that people should be able to rage against them posting that up, because that's their right to. Now, to say ridiculous or threatening things, maybe not. But I think you're saying they should chill from responding like this.
No. I don't know. That's nope, you misinterpreted me. I said they could continue to do what they've been doing. That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. Until they continue to do what they're doing, please do so. I'm like, Marcos, I'm like, talk about it. I'm not, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, for me as a person, if I was doing what Cypher was doing, or Marcos, or anybody out there who does not like what's happening on this stuff, continue to speak up. That's what I'm saying. I will continue to speak up until I will continue to speak up. That's what I'm saying. I said until Prime 1 hits somebody with this thing or whatever, we see how far they're talking about right now. I'm saying that thing proves nothing to me as far as anything, because again, I'm taking it on the fact of they're not talking to me, because I know I've been respectful. I've been speaking my mind. So I'm like, that in my mind, I'm like, that don't apply to me. It doesn't. But until it does, and then I can say, yo, I just said something on this stream right now. They was listening. They didn't like it. They canceled my order, and I'll let everybody know. I'm like, well, this is where the line is. I'm just saying that thing again. It's a corporation, man. I'm like, they put it out. Yeah, probably because Marcos was complaining too much. Maybe. I guess we'll see.
Stop.
I guess we'll see. Again, this is me not giving them the benefit of the doubt on that side. I'm just saying I continue to do what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? And until they hit me with a court order by canceling my pieces or something like that, then I'm like, then that's a different story. And then guess what? I will let the community know. Like, yo, everybody, guess what? Hey, like, they canceled all my orders just because I said the prices were too high. Like, okay. I'm like, man, I'm just saying. I'm like, ain't nothing to sneeze up. I'm like, man, forget it. I'm like, man, it's not a big deal. It's not, until your orders get canceled, it is not a big deal. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're not canceling my order for what? I'm like, it's okay. That's all I'm saying, man. Like, I ain't sweating a public service announcement from a corporation. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's fine.
I don't know. Are they gonna arrest me? Like, I don't know.
Probably, I don't know. Prime 1 has left power.
Who knows with Prime 1?
And if they arrest somebody, so we'll be the first to let them know the injustice, and we're gonna put it up out there. That's what I'm saying. But again, that's like I said, man. I could care less.
I agree with you, BJ. When you saying that, like, it doesn't really have anything to do with you. So I agree. Like, 100%.
Yeah, like you, Vision. I'm like using you, man, because like me and you, cool, right? You buy Prime 1 stuff. You talk about injustice all the time. Like, and again, you continue to do what you do, and I'm like, until they hit you, Vision. I know, Vision, you're gonna be the first person to go on everywhere and be like, yo, look what they did. Yeah, and then guess what? And now we could
like, damn it, dude. Like, I go all customs. I'll probably like ban everybody.
Yeah. And then guess what? Now there'll be some validity, right, on what everybody else is saying, and be like, yo, look what they did to Vision. And he was still doing what Vision do. Vision will talk. Like, if there's injustice, he's going to keep saying stuff. Now they hit him with that. And now guess what? Now he'll be like, oh, then guess what? We can all get angry. Then we could all get angry, right? Because something was done. That's what I'm saying. I ain't getting angry over some stupid letter coming out. Notification on there. That's my 2 cents. But hey.
Yeah.
Bro, good 2 cents. I love the conversation, obviously.
See, I only talk this way on here, man, because this is Shenanigans.
No, 100%.
I'll be diplomatic on all the other shit.
No, I know. You are. That's why I love when you're on. Obviously, I know Will's on, which I love too.
Yeah.
Our running joke is like Freddie's only on when Will's on, so I love it.
I like when I come on.
Will, where you at? Will, because I'm black. I'm being racist.
That's what I'm saying. That's it.
I'm going to ban Will because he's like, you know what, Vision black. So I'm
There we
black.
go.
I know Freddie black too, but he's showing his face. So
I will say this: I do appreciate people, man, who goes out there and says what they say, man, and put it out there, man, because not everybody's strong opinion, man. You know what I'm saying? And again, like I said, me personally, I'm a peaceful guy, but it's like one of those things. Don't expect my kindness for weakness. I'll say stuff. I do. I'm very polite and respectful. Like, even if I'm angry, right? That's me. But I appreciate those people like Marcos and Vision. They're more boisterous in what they're saying. Put it out there even more, because guess what? They probably will get more attention by how they're saying it than somebody like me saying it, right? I don't hate. I'm like, do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Not to toot my own horn, but like, I was very vocal in my disapproval of that Guts J&D piece, and everybody else. I saw so many other people unboxings, reviews. They loved it. Like, they're like, no issues with them. Like, oh, and for me, I'm like, there's huge issues with this piece, like 100%. So like, I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not tooting my own horn, but at the same time, like at the same time, for me, I always want to be the most honest I could be.
Yeah.
You know, so
me too, 100%.
Yeah,
you gotta be
100%.
solid. Like, you gotta be solid.
Vision. I don't know if you saw my unboxing. There's huge issues. I was like, this piece is fucking. It's a horrible piece, and
What statue was that? Was it Guts or?
That's J&D, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen it though. Like, and people like the J&D fans. Well, for one though, I think that's one of the best I've ever seen, and I love it. So like, I'm not a hater because I did give my PO.
I love it too because I sold my piece. I sold my Guts J&D for a huge price, so I'm not gonna.
No. But again, though, you just made it come right. You spent your money, and to me, to get it to me is $4,300. But you still, whatever you paid, right? I don't need to know what you paid.
Yeah.
And you're saying it as it is, like, or don't ask you. I mean, like, so, like, but you kept it real though, like, so, like, you know what, this is not.
Yeah, I kept it real, and like, my whole point is like, yeah, it looks great when it's put together, but for a statue collector that has like, I have like maybe 35 plus statues in my collection. It's a piece of shit. Like, honestly, it's a polished turd. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. When it's put together, it looks amazing. But like, as a statue collector, there's so many issues. You're like, holy shit, man! Like, why is this like $2,800 retail?
Cypher can't approve you.
I have another person that likes it as well, though. But it said the same thing about the quality of it, though. Like,
yes,
I won't say the name, but like backstages, I hear the things and stuff like that. But I'm like, well, visually, I think it's dope though. Like, if Guts was real, that is Guts to me. That'd be who Guts is.
When it's put together, it looks like the best Guts piece of all time. 100%.
I'm with Ramo, man. Yo, if I was J&D, I wouldn't give you your money back. I'd be like, yo, this dude was drunk.
Okay, yeah. Hold up. I was not drunk. It's like,
hey, Lane,
I've told the story a million times.
Yeah, I was.
Lane, let me speak this truth. I was not drunk when it happened. I was blackout drunk when I put it together after
you were drunk on J&D hate.
Yes,
which is far stronger.
100% Lane, 100%. But Lane, Ramo, I was blackout drunk after everything happened. I put it together perfectly. So
Ramo and Cypher and we all on the panel got eyes. You was drunk, man.
Let me ask you guys a question, right? So out of all the sets you got, bought, sold, or whatever, right? That you received, but like it was like not a hype statue, like probably like the lowest hype statue you ever received. But when you open it, you're like, damn, this actually looks good.
Oh, that's good.
Yo, all right, hold up. Marcos, if I was to now say, okay, Marcos wasn't drunk. But Marcos, if you go in with hate in your heart already, and then like Cypher's saying, man, you unboxing it like a bull. I mean, come on, man. Like, you went in with hate, and then you making mistakes, and then you breaking pieces.
My mistake was that I looked at the fucking.
You were angry going in. But
no. let me say this. My mistake was not looking into the specifics how to put the fucking left arm together, which should have been in the fucking, like the instruction manual they have in the fucking, the statue. Well, was not in there, obviously. You had to go on fucking Facebook, not Godlike Statues, but Everyday Collector to look at that fucking little piece, the video they showed you. So that's not my fault. That's J&D's fault for having a piece of shit statue.
Here he goes. The blaming J&D. Come on, man. Even Cypher says, come on, man. Yo, Cypher was there. He's seen the replay like 8 times. How you going to tell him?
Cypher, you're a big J&D fan. I get it, 100%. But at the same time, you cannot lie that the instruction manual was not even close to what should have been in the, like, what's it called? Like, putting it together, obviously. That's true. Bag of Legos. First off, I hate Legos. I've done like 3 of them for my nephew. I hate it to death, obviously. But at the same time, I put together 36 statues, and like 3 of them have been issues. So
yeah, but see, those are statues you love. Like I said, you was already going in with J&D hate. I'm gonna send you a statue you don't like, and I'm gonna watch you do the same thing.
You weren't there. I literally said right when I got that base out, I'm like, this is fucking amazing. I was like, this is awesome. Like, I was hyped, man. I was hyped.
Yeah, but then your true feelings came up to the surface as you was unboxing.
When I felt plastic, bro, the whole piece is basically plastic, bro. It's fucking.
Oh my god!
But that's why I said all the hate started coming up.
Lane, you don't have the piece, so you can't say anything about it. You don't have.
Lane, speak your mind, man. Speak your mind.
Speak your mind, Lane, if you want it. But at the same time,
no, I just hear you railing all this time, and I own J&D pieces, and I'm just
but Lane, you didn't own that piece either, so don't act like you did, though.
Yeah, every piece is different though. Like,
exactly.
like if it wasn't $4,300 to get to me, like let's say if it was a $2,850, I would have bought it.
Thank you.
I mean, I would have bought it. And
plus shipping, which was $1,000 because they only do air shipping, which came with broken pieces when I got it. Even before
it was $4,300 to me though, right? So, but when I gave like the I had an option to get PO, right? This guy offered me $500, and I even I give it to Ram, right? Because I know Ram is passionate, and I know he likes it and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and we talk. But like somebody offered me money for that PO. I still didn't do it though because like I said, I go by a code, and if I say if it's yours, it's yours. Like, hey, Ram, if I'm not gonna get it, it's yours. Boom. And that's what happened. But the guy offered me, I'm like, bro, no, I'm good though. It's still broski's, like, because it's his. But Ram got it, and I seen it like in Ledges and stuff like that. I actually like it. I don't think it's worth $4,300. I'm not paying $4,300 for a fucking Batman, and I got 17 Batmans. But I haven't spent that much money on one Batman yet. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think you did the right thing. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Fuck it.
No, but at the same time, like, let me just say this, like. Yes, if you love the piece, like I said, if it's put together perfectly, it's awesome looking, 100%. So J&D fanboys, I get it, 100%. It looks great when it's put together. But don't you dare try to fucking gaslight me. It's plastic. The shoulder pad's plastic. The fucking pieces outside, the leather pieces that it looks like mixed media, plastic. The only thing that's metal is the fucking spring on his like left arm. I think it's like so don't try to gaslight me, J&D fanboys. I'm sorry to say it is a absolute polished turd. Meaning if it's put together, it looks amazing. But
all right, so answer my question though. So so out of everybody, I want Lane first though. Out of all your stuff, statue wise, because I don't know about if you do Hot Toys or whatever. I don't know that community, but statue wise, right? What's something that people were like, that's the hype is nowhere near there. But when you bought it yourself, you're like, damn, this is better than what it is. People should be like actually liking it or whatnot.
Or like a piece that I own that other people didn't
know. Yeah, you own it. Even if you owned it and sold it, whatever, it doesn't matter. Like something that's not hyped though. Like, you know what I mean? Like Superman Hush, that's hyped, right? But let's say like another piece will be like, for me though, right? I'll go first then. For me will be XM Studios Penguin. When I bought that, that's like the trash of trash to people, right? But when I opened it, I'm like, damn, this shit actually looks dope. Like the vision of it, how they put it together. To me, I understand why they did certain things. And then like I do like the anime, I do like the ninja show on like the movies and stuff like that, 2 of them. So I know that though, but people don't. They go by what other people say though. But again, though, what do you think? Something you received that was not hyped that you think like it should be better than like I guess the hypeness should be bigger than what it is.
Like,
Hmm.
I guess I'm trying to figure out because all the pieces I own, I don't think are underhyped or
Okay.
I liked. I don't own that many statues. I
Okay.
mean, I mean, 20 years ago, I owned like 30 statues. I've gone
Oh
in
man,
and out of.
so you're
I've
OG
been.
collector.
I originally owned my first comic statue, in 1997 or 98 when I was like 19. But I've gone in and out of collecting statues. But I would probably say the least hyped of the statues that I own is probably where people I don't think like have a lot. I guess I would say is not super hyped for is my Hellbat quarter scale from Prime One. That's not one that people really talk about or anything. And I got that 2024, and that's still one of my favorite pieces. I think that thing is one of the best Batman statues ever made.
Mhm.
Just
Also,
like,
I will.
Okay.
I would buy one. Oh look, man. Love me some strippers. 100%. I love me some strippers. I do. I 100% do. They don't love me, but I love them. So I'll put that in the RAM. Obviously, I hear you. There are some parts. No, I don't think everything should be metal, but I don't think anything should be plastic. If that makes sense, like, not even plastic. It's cheap, like material. If that makes sense for a $2,800 statue. If this piece was $1,500, I wouldn't have been mad. But it was $2,800 plus shipping. Obviously, it was $300. Yeah, I'm gonna be pissed off. Like you want a perfect piece at that point for that price. So
I think the piece is
and,
in the eye of the beholder, man,
guys, let me just say this.
I agree.
or in the eye of the collector, because I think we all have a preference, right? Because I've seen even uh I've even Ledge. I remember one time he did an unboxing. I think he did an unboxing, or he was just talking about a piece. Can't remember right now. And I think he picked up a piece, or he was talking about. I remember that because it's strong in my mind.
It was very light.
Right. Yeah. What was I forgot what it was, but he was like, "Yo, it was very light."
It was a custom piece. Like it's very light though. It looks nice, but it's too light for him. And he likes your pieces.
Right. So even Vision remembers, right? Because I know Ledge, like we know as far as him collecting stuff or whatever, right? And but this is what I thought to myself when I saw the piece. I thought the piece was amazing. You know what I'm saying? And I thought it was great. And again, if I had the chance to get it in my collection or whatever, I'm just like, man, this piece is great. It will look great in my crib. And I'd be fine with how it is and what it looks like and all this other stuff. But then Ledge, like you, Marcos, because again, we all have our preference, or with everybody, right? Yeah. With him, it's just like it doesn't matter how beautiful it looked. Like he picks up, he's like, I need it to feel weight. I don't knock him for that. I don't knock you for that, Marcos, right? You know what I'm saying? So, but somebody like me, I'm like, I don't care about the weight as long as the statue don't have no QC issues. The statue it's how it's supposed to be. It matches up with whatever the comics or the source material. It looks real. It comes with all these things. And I'm like, it is perfect for me. You know what I'm saying? But I get you, Marcos. But with that statue, it wasn't sold out for no reason, right?
No,
there's a reason why people have it, but I get why you don't like it and why you believe it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? But I don't tell you like, oh, it's a piece of statue, and I'm like, that's your opinion for you.
No, it's 100%.
But for somebody else who has it, they're like, oh, like this is incredible, the realism and all this other stuff, and and look, man. That's all I'm saying is,
like you say, Jay.
I understand every point you just made right there. Everybody. My things. What I'm saying is my opinion, but at the same time, I think for the price I paid for that piece, it was a absolute piece of junk for like how cheap they went with a lot of materials. Because they went. I always say this about that piece. Like I paid a huge price for it, and there are certain parts that are super expensive, and there are super parts that are the least expensive piece I've ever had in my life. Meaning, like I've had like unlicensed statues like that Usopp right there, that had better material than the whole outside part of like guts in that piece. So it was a very confusing statue. Meaning, like I get where they were going for, but at the same time, like it made zero sense for them to go that cheap in some areas. If that makes sense.
But no, Marcos, like it's crazy because you're saying that, right? But like I know somebody that like unnamed whatever, right, has it and stuff like that, and like has a I don't want like a
Oh,
crazy.
I know Renee. Yeah, he's a good guy. Awesome. I love him.
No, not Ram. You talking about Ram? No, I know him too.
I
Though.
just said Renee.
No. I know somebody though. Usually I don't use names though, but like when I talk, if I get hypothetically or if I say like write a name, it's 100% truthful because I won't.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't like to lie. I will never lie. But I know somebody that's very known and very has a lot of statues, shitload of statues. Like people like respect his collection, right? Yeah. But he'll say the same exact thing that you said. Exactly what you said though. Like just the materials is not. He said the materials is not there, but it's a beautiful statue.
Put together
100%. For me though, like. Well, of course, you do want something heavy when you spend that much money. I do. So I never spent that much money. Got some light or whatever, or not like materialized. So I don't know if I would care or not because I'm not touching the shit. I'm not following it.
That's the thing.
I'm going by the look of it.
That's what I'm saying. Me too. You know.
Yeah, but again, I wouldn't want something 3D printed in like $4,000.
Yeah, that I understand too, and I understand that too. I'm like, dude, I could have 3D printed this.
I like Guts though, right? So when I pre-ordered that Guts though, I read the whole manga. I was like, I know everything about Guts though. So and I did it because I wanted to argue, be able to not argue, but to go back and forth with Mr. Nice Guy because he's very good on Guts. So I had no leg to stand on. But then when I got that final payment, I'm like, I'm not paying $4,300 for this. Yep. Now but I did maybe a month or two later buy another statue that's more almost up there. You know, if that makes sense, no? But I feel like that was worth it to me.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that. But like I understand, like
you just say this as well too. Like I had like about 20 people that looked at like all my statues before and like looked at the gut statue, and they're like, "That's cool." There's not one person that said like, "This is your best statue you ever had in your life and your whole collecting thing." So that's another thing too. Is like it's like the silicone aspect, the mixed media aspect. It's fine. It's like. It's cool. Like Freddie, you understand me. Like I really was trying to give J&D a chance on this. 100%.
Yeah.
I love the bass. I really was trying my hardest to love this piece. It just didn't do it, man.
You know what's crazy, Marcos? Because we all love what we love and we pay what we want. Because like even somebody was talking about, which is true, I think Ramo, right? Like that Guts piece right now, right? It's probably going for like 5.5, 7K. This is all in, depending on like what people are paying right now, right? But you again. This is how we all are. Prime 1, could we talk about their prices too, which is what we were talking about earlier before, right? This is how people are in collectors. People pay what they, because like for me personally, because I don't have that connection to Guts, and this is not my favorite piece, so I don't really care. I wouldn't spend $6,500 for that, right? Because in my mind, right, because we talk about price, this is my correlation to certain things, right? I'm like, dude, I could get a bust that price. And I'm like, I would rather get this bust that's over here than to buy it for this or whatever. That's because my connections and how I view the pricing with that. But then you got other people, which is like 6.5 or 6 let's call it 5.5K. 5.5K for that gut statue. I would 1000% pay that and have that over this bust over here that costs the same price because I could care less about that. I want this guts piece. And we say the same thing with Prime 1 statues, right? When we complain about prices, I'm like, there's some people who looking at that certain pieces on Prime 1 and be like, I know you said the prices were raised, but I will pay gladly 4K for this statue that's coming out right now. And then other people are just like, 4K for that? You nuts. But I'm saying, like, this is how us collectors are, man. We're so, like, weird when it comes to that, right? Because it's the connections we have is what we, want or what we, and I get it, man. The price, because certain things to me is too high. For Vision 2, certain things is too high. And for certain other things, we're like, man, it's worth it. So, that's what I'm saying, man. All of it's very subjective, man, on collecting. When it comes to price and pieces, I don't know, Lane, like how much would you pay for a piece total, max?
For a statue? Ugh.
Yeah, let's just say you have the funds, right? You have the funds. It's not like, I don't. Let's say if you had the funds, right?
Yeah,
for what's the highest price? What was the highest price you would go for whatever piece? It could be a bust, anything, statue. Like, what would be the highest price? The max.
Like 3K would be the max.
Yeah, it would it be for what size? 1/3, 1/4. It has to be a bust. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're already pushing that with a lot of stuff currently.
Yeah.
I won't get. I just like as much as I want Scar. To buy Scar, he's like $3,600, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's gonna be three. He's three boxes, I think. But I was just like, oh jeez, the shipping, no matter where you get for shipping for him, is gonna be expensive. Even if and I'm talking guys expensive being like you spend $200 to $300. That's expensive for just shipping.
Yeah.
Even if you're used to saying spend $400 or something, whatever. $300 for shipping something is a lot of money. I consider
Prime One,
like,
please help us. Prime One.
Yeah. No,
$1,000.
No. Prime Run is the door coming up and the rancor coming to eat you, or at least grab your wallet and devour.
So have you spent $3,000 on a statue or
J&D? I know
it's crazy to that lane, right? So my first statue I seen was Jetwing from Prime One. That's the first one I seen with my daughter, right? So I started googling, like, oh shit, what is that? I started googling. I came across Maestro, and let's be minded, right? 2 days prior, I saw Jetwing and I saw the price. I'm like, I would never spend that ever. But then I got on my like your search engines up still, so I started clicking on links, and I saw Maestro. And I saw the price of that, and 3 days later, I paid for that fully, and that was $3,100, right? Fully.
Yeah, it's worth it to me.
I would never pay that what Jetwing was, but when I saw that, I know that was Hulk, but I didn't know nothing about Maestro. You know, but the most I've ever spent that's I'm still paying on is $3,500. But I never thought I would never spend that much. To me, that's weird. About $3,500, that's a lot. That's a trip. You understand what we could do in Jamaica for $3,500 or Bahamas? Or whatever, anywhere out the country.
That's what my wife be saying.
Like we have a real good time.
But I spent that much on my Harley Quinn, J&D.
Same.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about those final?
Harley coming to bed with me.
What about so like Ramo? Because he's right. Because that's the thing right now, right? With those Final Fantasy pieces, those pieces are expensive.
Ramo. Yeah, those. I mean, we talked about $1,500. Like you guys were listening to me about the Cammy statue, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's a lot, man, for that much." But
people still buying them up. People still buying them up, even though they know it's expensive. Why?
Yeah, I can't wait now for when people are going to have to be looking after Revelation here, where they'll be the 4 years from now. We'll have like the Prime One's going to go back and do like the Dark Knight version of Cloud armor set or something as an alternative to the original one.
Belaine, Ramo, but why? Why are people buying those Fantasy 7 pieces and they're that price?
I'm a huge Final Fantasy 7 fan since the original. I beat that game like 7 times. I saw the price for that, and as soon as I saw that, I said no.
It's the licensor that makes it super.
Technically, they're steel. I mean, you could still try and track down. I remember, I think I found it the other day on Bid Bad. You could get that 6 scale Tara Bradford on the Magitech armor for, I think it was $18,000. So if you really feel like going big, putting your big boy pants on and going that, you can go buy that. So I mean, they're still next to that. I'm actually surprised too. When are they finally putting that Aaron statue up for
the what? You said harem?
Aaron.
Oh.
Because they showed her, remember, already last year, or maybe it was the last one last year. But we still haven't seen her go up for pre-order.
So they're behind, man, on a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, the Cloud and Sephiroth are cool, but I've heard people kind of complain that with the swords and some of the other stuff with like the wings on Sephiroth, they're cool, but I mean, they have to spend $5,000 something to buy the 2-pack of Cloud.
I didn't understand that either. Like, damn, you like it that much, though. But
that is the licensing. Square is notoriously super expensive. That's like I was mentioning. They had before those came out. They did the 6 scale through Prime One, Magitech armor, Final Fantasy 6, Tara Bradford.
But again, though, did you have to buy those though? Like, because you could have bought some custom ones way cheaper. But you want that brand name on it though, that label.
Yeah, I mean, the license for Final Fantasy is super expensive. I mean, they put out a $12,500 statue.
Question, Lane,
it's
though.
true.
So, Lane, though, I don't know the context of Final Fantasy. I was on like Crippler, shout out to them of their gaming show, and they showed Final Fantasy, and I asked a question like, which one should I play? Because I never played the game, right? So hypothetically speaking, if would you say that, not hypothetically speaking, would you say that Prime 1 Final Fantasy piece for that price is the best Final Fantasy piece you ever seen in your like ever? Because like, is there like a custom that you can get that you think is better? That's way cheaper.
I don't buy custom, so I couldn't say.
Yeah, well, for what I know, I think those pieces they're the best ones I've
They're
seen.
the best
You
ones.
say you don't buy custom, right? At all?
No,
Okay.
I just have never bought custom. I
Yeah,
prefer license. I get nervous buying custom stuff.
Yeah, I don't blame
agree
people
with you. I
too.
was the same way. I was the same way. I agree with you.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if I saw that, not to say there are some characters. If I saw a really good piece, that's not saying I wouldn't go in and just get them. But it's just most of the characters I'm locked in on. There's like Batman. Most of my collection I was getting is just Batman focused. That's how I keep it from going crazy. But I pre-ordered 3 fighting game and soon have 4 fighting game pieces in the last year. But I have a specific place I'm going to set up. But I think like I just I'm not there. My biggest problem is space because I live in an apartment. So that's the biggest fight that I have. Even though I've got several third scales. I nearly bought like that Sauron third scale. James was after me finally because I said for like 8 months I was going to buy it, and I ended up not getting it because it was just so big.
Yeah,
I want to get.
I've done that too.
So everybody on the panel besides me started off at a lower scale, right? Because when I went in, I went with the biggest. I went my
first statue was a 18-inch tall statue, quarter scale from 1997, Lady Death, directly from when Chaos Comics was around by in Toledo. And then I bought a lot. I used to own a lot of Bowen stuff, like Bowen minibus and all that kind of stuff back in the early 2000s.
My first statue was the J&D Harley.
I went 1/3 all the way. When I got my first 1/3, I just like a crackhead just went along. Boom.
Yeah, I didn't really get third. My first third scale ever was PCS Cammy in her Killer Bee outfit, which was I don't know because I kind of got rid of all my statue stuff. When I in the early 2000s when I moved, I literally threw everything out because I was moving from it. I literally had all these statues in an efficiency apartment.
Wait, Lane, does a NECA 1/4 Ninja Turtles count as action statues? Because then those would be my first.
Well, these days I would say, considering what this one is doing, probably.
Those are the best statues, in my opinion, that I have in my collection. All 4 turtles, Shredder, and the Foot Soldiers.
I mean,
1/4
cool.
NECA. Yeah.
Well, I have those turtles. Oh, bro, I'm gonna bring them up. Thank you for reminding me. Those are hidden. I'm gonna bring them out though because
I love them. Oh, they're the best.
I would say these days for statue maker, I am Captain Prime 1 for the most part because I own a bunch of Prime 1s. Like that's what my third scales are because I got Poison Ivy and I have Harley Who Laughs. Other than I own J&D, Catwoman, and Hathaway, and I own the original Harley. I want that Dancer Harley so badly I can't even mention it. But that thing's
me too.
It's $4,000, and there's not in a million billion years can I justify.
Yeah, Marco, stop sleeping and put the comments up, bro.
No.
Yeah.
What are they saying?
Yeah. Now I'm listening to Lane, but people are commenting.
Final Fantasy VII,
I was trying to find the video. I watch Freddie, so
the man in the know, Mr. Popo, is like that. They're overpriced, but the Prime 1s are the best. That's why they can charge what they're doing.
No, they can't charge that. But Lane, they can't do that right now because they're not selling these pieces at a high price.
No, the Final Fantasy ones have sold. Sephiroth and Cloud.
Yeah, all those Final Fantasy pieces, man.
That's not Prime 1. That's Square Enix. The difference.
Well,
but it's still Prime 1 though. Like it's still Prime 1.
That pricing is Square Enix. That's Square
my
Enix.
point was every other Prime 1 piece is struggling 100%. There's no doubt about that. So
question though, so that Phoenix, whatever, like I don't know though. So if they came out with their own little statue, they'll still no matter what. Then that's what you're saying. They don't need Prime 1.
not
their own statue. I just think that they're struggling 100%. With every.
All right, so if Fair Phoenix did, I don't want to put another company. Let's say like another company that's not as popular that everybody knows, but there's not as popular, right? And let's say that company, Fair Phoenix, teamed up with that non-popular company and came out with a $5,000 statue or whatever the price of Prime 1 did, would they still sell the same?
If it looked like this, yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough with Prime One with like their.
Yeah, I see. I can't. I want to give you names, but I
won't get. It's not Tweethead, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, but there are other statue companies that we know they're not on that Prime 1 level, and we still buy them. So I mean, if the name is known and they just team up with them, we'd still buy them.
$5,000? No, because like you said, it's not Prime 1. Prime 1 has to do something big about that because
look at Supercraft.
That's a new company though.
Supercraft, I'm saying they put up, and we've seen just if we're talking about selling out or whatever, all of their statues have sold out pre-order wise.
I'm gonna let you know this lane, nothing never fucking sells out, and I'm telling you straight out though. I am very like if you look at my computer, my analytics is crazy. I find everything whenever I want. I'm talking about like this. I hit up. I'm pretty sure I hit up hundreds. Like, I'm talking about like at least 200-300 fucking different collectors with deals. Let them know where it's at though, because I'm very good at this. Nothing is sold out like that. The only thing I would say is sold out when they say sold out is when it's hyped up because the resellers, like the retailers, they keep them and they put them at higher ass prices.
Oh yeah,
like J&D Guts though, right? There's no way you're gonna convince me in life that everybody paid that off and there is nothing extra. No, man, the resellers know the market. They know they can come up off it, you know. Because even J&D, when J&D say they're sold out, though, they send you a backdoor email, and you click this email, and you can get to everything. They just say, "Oh, well, a distributor didn't pay the whatever, and then you can buy it now." I get all those emails. To me, that's weird.
All right, Freddie, this is for you and Lane, obviously. So, can you guys see?
Yeah.
Oh, is that the
last thing we do for the night, and right here.
Freddie didn't even talk about these statues.
Hey, Freddie, we're buying this day one. Me, you, and Rambo. Dude, we gotta go live though. Play this shit live. I never played the video game live. And I'm not even gaming, but I'm down to do it live.
I'm more excited about this than the movie they pretended that they was going to do.
100%, yeah, I'm way more excited. Freddie!
You know what I hope? I hope they give you story mode and fight mode. You know, where it's like it's like a fighting game, but then you also could do like a story, like how you do with Mortal Kombat and stuff.
I don't want fighting mode like Mortal Kombat.
What they're supposedly doing with the new Virtual Fighter Crossroads, where it's going to be a fighting game, but they're actually putting in like an open world RPG where you can make your own character and stuff like that.
I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped.
Yeah, well, the movie I think got canceled.
It got canceled.
Paramount.
Yeah.
Because they're deciding to send themselves into $110 billion.
What a fucking horrific thing to do right there.
What Marcus, weren't we going to look at the He-Man statues and Skeletor, and then you got a sidetracked?
You can, but at the same time, it's been 2 hours, man.
Okay.
Hey, Marcos, one more thing before you leave, right?
It's
when
Freddie,
you guys started
Freddie, Vision, and you, if you guys want to keep going. So
no. Well, I mean that we can. I mean the Skeletor not even official.
We could do the He-Man one last. And get that.
I want to ask Marcos this, right? So if they would have came with that Ninja movie, right? I can't take my son to see that. So I understand why they cancel it though, because if you want to make more money, you got to make it for like kid friendly. I would love to take my son. Like that'd be my dream, but like you mean like one?
I know. Now my kids are teenagers, man. They watch everything now. So,
like, you're lucky, bro. You're lucky. Man, my boy.
Yeah. Hey, Marcus. Cypher just pointed out Spider-Man. They actually are showing what Spider-Man looks like from PCS.
Cypher breaking news. PCS 130. I've seen the. Let me look it up real quick. But I've seen the like the renders of it. It's been fine. So. Yeah, I see it right now. Yeah, it's the same as the renders. It looks fine.
It doesn't look better than Jay's.
Huh?
I think it doesn't look better than Jay's.
JC, I think, is the greatest Spider-Man statue of all time. It's not even
I
close.
love Jay is just willing to listen to every crazy character you can think of that I think he honestly will look at seeing, hey, could this
100%.
actually work? I
same.
talked to him. Yeah, I think I like the motion to it. I mean, the swat.
I'll give him this. Like you said, I'll give him this. Like the motion is something new we haven't seen, but at the same time, bro, come on now. Like that LBS Spider-Man is so good. Like compared to this, it's fucking not even close. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now.
Yeah, I like the action pose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something different. Now I might worry about leaning.
It won't let me.
Is this the only pictures?
It might just be the only thing.
That's the only picture on LBS's page.
Yeah, since it's coming out next week.
Okay, I like the post so far.
Coming out soon, obviously, you know.
Definitely, if they get more stuff up this next week, this will be something worth looking at, maybe from the whole thing.
No, but whoever got this piece, congrats. For me, I still think the LBS 1/3 Spider-Man piece is still the greatest Spider-Man piece of all time. It's not even close to anything else. That's not me being a fanboy. That's just me being truly
I'm going to disagree with you, Ram. I don't think Spider-Man necessarily has to be in motion on his. I think he needs to be perched maybe or something like that. But
he needs to be in the action pose, not action statue type.
Yeah, I think like the premium format with the thought memories of like all the villains, like in the smoke memory type thing, like that one where he's kind of hunched down, but he's not in an action pose. I think that one is amazing. I think that's a great Spider-Man. But it depends how you prefer your stuff posed and what your space is. Sometimes if you have a motion pose, you're gonna have him up in a weird angle or something where maybe make it harder to fit. Where if he's a little hunched down, because I kind of like, I hate the Venom, but I actually kind of like the Spider-Man where he hunched down and is like his spider sense is going off because he's like, some endangered behind me. Like, is the Spider-Man that comes with that Venom comic from Queen. That Venom is terrible because it's so huge and bulky. But we'll see.
Yeah, well, I like Spider-Man if he's running or jumping or hanging upside down on a web. Like, he has to be doing something. Like, he can't just be standing. It's just like, what are we doing? So, but to each their own. All right, Marcos. Let's go.
We've been going for almost 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, no, Freddie said 2 hours was limited. It's been like about 2 hours and 20 minutes, 30 minutes almost. In Lane as well, and then Vision. Thank God you joined our show because it was awesome, man. See that piece up close, every little detail. So, awesome. Jacob Rupp did not join the show because he's a fucking fraud. He said he was joining the show, so I just put that out there.
No.
I love Jacob. At the same time, fraud.
Marcos up on his online date. What is it?
There we go.
I only showed up tonight because I thought Will was gonna be on here. I don't want him complaining because he talk about I don't like him.
So people don't know. Our joke is that Freddie only shows up when Will's on.
He does believe, Freddie, that you think that he's your Lex Luthor or something. So,
but I only showed up because I thought he was coming on tonight. So
it's so funny that the fact that Freddie every time he shows up,
Vision,
Will was not on. So
thank you again for taking on that wonderfully monumental task of trying to unbox that huge piece, not hurting your back or tearing any biceps or triceps, and taking the time to allow us to watch you put that dark side together, because that was I know that was not an easy thing to do.
Yep.
People have been watching you.
A lot of boxes. So when you guys get it in, understand if your woman, your wife, whoever you have is going to be not happy, like at least the whole day.
Don't scare me, man, because I'm already struggling with that right now.
Yeah, it's very massive, but it's worth it though. Like I put it straight. I even told people before it even came, I have not been happy to get something in, and even when it shipped, I still wasn't happy. I wasn't hyped. I was nothing like that. When it came here, I still was not the same. It was like I didn't care. Like, okay, whatever, because it's like there's so many, right? But then like when I broke the seal, I didn't look at it until I went live. I opened it up. I was like, okay, cool. I saw the main base. I was like, okay, cool. But when I start seeing that the body, the colors, the head sculpts, I got chill, like goosebumps or something like that. And my girl looked at me like, you got that, like you have that in your eye. You have to buy some things. What did you buy now? Like I want more statues, you know. So thank you for the
Yeah.
company who sparked that again, that excitement in my life.
Yeah, man. Great piece. Hey, Marcos, man. Thank the peoples. Let's go.
What's up?
Thank the peoples who showed up, and let's go.
No, let's do it, man. So thank you everybody that showed up. Obviously, like Freddie said. So thank you so much. Obviously, great show. 2 hours and 24 minutes. Freddie said I'm out at 2 hours. I'm out. Like so, 24 minutes. Thank you, Freddie. Obviously, we know we love you on the show. Everything.
Yeah, man. Happy to be here.
Yeah, man. Well, like I said, our show is not like a show like we have a topic. We have a show like topic. Let's go here, maybe there, blah blah blah. So I love that about our show. We talk about what
I like to cut loose from time to time.
100%. We talk about what Batman actors and Superman actors for about an hour. Honestly, if you think about it, like 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that about our show. So thank you.
And you already told Will the next time when it's going to be the anime show.
100%. Look, Freddie, 18 people right now. 18 people right now.
Nice.
So there we go.
It's gonna be 36 when we talk anime for 2 hours.
Hey, when Will's not here, animation. There we go. That's what I'm saying. Seriously, Vision, thank you so much for showing your piece. Me and Freddie are getting it soon, so we will get the piece in soon. Lane as well. Thank you so much for joining, man. Everyone in the chat, thank you for
make sure you please hit the like button on your way out. If you can, that'd be greatly appreciated.
100%. All I'm trying to say is that, thank you for joining the show. We had a great time, obviously. I don't know about y'all, but I did, obviously. So thank you so much, and peace. Have a good week.
Peace out. Enjoy your week.
Take care, everybody.
Peace.
Make bad choices.
Show could end anytime soon. There we go.
Someday.